good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Hi YouTube, hi Twitch, hello! I'm here, I'm up. I got nice fresh coffee. We got some water. I was just poking around my house. I haven't changed anything in it in ages. But I got these nice framed Horde and Alliance Pride posters. It might be kind of sacrilege to have them next to each other like this. But I got these from the football thing, soccer thing. It needs to come up a little bit maybe. If they were crooked, that's really more accurate to me in my life. But yeah, I thought that they might look nice here, so I moved that around. I also realized I never put out the Cotton Candy Gurgle, which was the most recent Twitch drop. I now have enough different unique Murloc and plushie colors without using any shop plushies to fill out all but the bottom 2 rows of the shelf. And honestly, the bottom 2 rows of the shelf are usually... I don't have anything in them on that shelf either, because that's where the pets like to rumble. Looking good! Thank you very much. What else was I doing? I was I put a little lamp over here. I was poking around with these Founder Points wall lights. I wanted to add a little more glow to the kitchen. Maybe I stick one over here or something. They added a lot of really nice vendor decor, and I know they're doing more in 12.1, so I'll have to work more on the house at some point. But today is not that day. It is not house day. It's rare farming day, as is every day, until this zone gives me... I just sound so aggressive. Until it maybe, pretty please, with cherry on top, decides to gently, you know, lower amount into my collection with no harm done anywhere. Hello there. It's also our first stream to start from the beginning with fresh tuna tiki moose emotes. We have them for Twitch and for YouTube members. That's very fun. I like the tuna one in particular because I feel like you can't mistake him for anyone else. That's tuna. Hello there. How is everybody today? I'm pretty good. I got up early. I was awake and I had one of those mornings where I was like, I'm just gonna get up. I'm not getting anything done. Or I'm not, you know, laying in bed. I'm not getting back to sleep. It's not so early that it's crazy to get up. It was like 6 or so. And I thought I'm just gonna get up, and I got up and I took my dog and I went for a walk and we did some stuff outside and it was nice. I saw the sky for a few minutes. I haven't been doing that lately. I've been maybe a little bit indoors. Especially during like really hot weather, but it's nice to see, you know, where the sky comes from. Where that big ball in the sky hangs out sometimes. Got my walk in already. Nice. Twins. Today has to be the day. It could be the day. I would be happy if today was the day. I would be on board with that. I also owe you guys an apology. Yesterday, I'm almost certain I was talking about it being Thursday. It wasn't Thursday. It was Friday yesterday. Today's Saturday. I have lost all grip on reality. It's gone. I don't know what to... apparently it's Saturday. It is July the 25th. Happy Christmas, July. It's July the 25th, and it is Saturday. It is not Thursday or Friday. Hot outside there. It has been. Yeah, we've had some real heat. Almost caught you. Yesterday was a 2 mount drop day. Oh, congrats. That's awesome. Holy smokes. You might beat me yet. It could happen. I'm going to start up here. And hopefully we have nice density today. But it is, I will say, it's a weekend. And I am not on... This is kind of prime time that I'm playing right now. So I can expect some competition for rares. Even on RP servers and even in war mode. We'll just do what we can. My morning was a bit frustrating. A bear got into my trash because I forgot to close the garage door. Oh, did it make a mess? It must have made a massive mess. Oh, that sucks. I guess the follow-up question is, did he leave? Or is he still there? We're just kind of waiting for him to leave. Oh man, got the vibrant petal wing yesterday. Congrats. It's almost spooky, disgusting to clean up. Oh, I bet. Oh, that sucks so bad. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. Oh, hey, there's a rare. There's a rare. What if this is the one? It could be. You never know. Oh, there's somebody here. Luckily, they're Alliance. If they were Horde, this mob would be tagged because I am in war mode for the moment. But luck is on my side. I counted yesterday. I think my normal route around this zone gives me 13 rares. I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 13 rares because I don't mess with these two. Diamondback and Ashan. And I've been doing it on like, I feel like you could say I'm getting about 50 rares a day down, because it varies a lot depending on how many characters I get through and how many rares I end up skipping, because I can't find them up. I don't always clear all of them on every character, so it makes it kind of tough to count. I just wanted to guesstimate how many I've done. Really should have set up rarity at the beginning. Oh well, next time. Hindsight, etc. Back in classic, auto attacking one mob at a time. Oh hell yeah. You doing hardcore, or you just loading back in? What do you think is the drop rate? I'm gonna guess a 0.5%. I think it's 1 in 200. I think that when it takes, I think that it's sometimes there's just outliers that make it look worse than that. That's my guess, is a 0.5%. We have no way of knowing though. I could be wildly off. Everybody's impression of what it's going to be is going to be very, very influenced by their own experience, and also a lot of the people that you talk to that are still farming these mounts are outliers because they're still farming these mounts. There's a little bit of selection bias if you're just like interviewing people. If it's 1 in 200, I am Spider's George. What does Spider's George mean? Normal classic, but so far didn't die. Nice. Keep my fingers crossed you get it today. That would be something. That would be something, huh? Let's maybe head up here. Because just because it's a 1 in 200 rate doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get it if you kill 200 or even 400 or 600 mobs. It's still entirely possible to get very unlucky. What are you going to do when you get the last mount? I don't know. Have a mildly underwhelming reaction and then think about what we're going to do next. Probably fishing. I might need to poke around and set up some add-ons so I can track fishing attempts. And same idea for a question. Fishing attempts for the Void Storm. Void, what do they call it? Not that. Ooh, creepy. Definitely not that. It's from Void Storm Fishing. Nether Swept Drake, that's the one. Nether Swept Drake. I think that's the next farm after this. Spider George is the meme based on the whole you swallow so many spiders in your lifetime, but it's false and really it's just George that swallowed oodles and thrown off the ratio. Do you know if the turtle mount from fishing is still available? I believe so, as far as I know. Did 4,000 fishing casts last night, no mount still. Oh, that's a long night of fishing. That's a bit, that's no fun. That's unlucky. I mean, maybe it was fun. Put on a good soundtrack. Watch some movies or something. Sometimes I wonder if I can think of some kind of a conceit to keep this interesting. I mean, right now it's Zen, which is fine. Watch the movie Obsession while fishing? Oh, what did you think? I read the Wikipedia article plot summary and determined to myself that I can never watch this movie because I am a weenie and I can't really handle scary movies. But I've heard it was very good and it sounds cool. Really liked it. Was exclusively farming Herondar for weeks without the second one dropping. Decided to leave it alone for a while. 3/4 of the Eversong Voidstorm mounts dropped in 5 days. Wow, nice. So good. Yes, very creepy. Such a good movie. It's nice when movies do well that are, and I think maybe horror is a unique genre for this. Or like it's a good genre for this, but when movies do well that are not like just a sequel. You're not really up, are you? You're not really here. Not that scary does go crazy. I don't think I would do well with it because something bad happens to a pet. I am very sensitive to that kind of thing. I watched The Lobster and there was a scene in which something not very nice happens to a pet and it ruined not only the movie for me, but also like the rest of my 3 weeks. Like I'm still a little sick when I think about it. I'm just a big weenie. And this way. Wolfcloud, thank you very much for the 42-month resub. 42! Also, good morning. Good morning. Is the answer? In the first 5 minutes of the movie, too. Yeah. That's okay. I can miss out on some things. Oh, I found a rare. Maybe my mount's coming. Maybe the Witherbark Pango is just lurking in this guy's pockets. Nope. Not lurking in his pockets. I gotta go check some more pockets. And this way. Doesthedogdie.com is essential. I've heard of that. I've never actually used it. Does it also work for cats? I feel like a lot of spooky movies have a real thing for doing mean things to cats. It's like a trope almost. Most horror movies add pets in them just to have something bad happen to them because they know it stirs emotions. Yeah, it does feel kind of like a cheat sheet. But they really shouldn't be designing their horror movies around me because I'm not going to watch them anyway. I am not the demographic. I am not the audience. My opinion holds no water here. Added things over the years. Oh, okay. Neat. Good for them. Although I will say that I can't think of any specific examples, but occasionally you'll get like a spooky movie or a thriller or something, and there's a pet in the movie, and they're the only one that makes it out. Like, like things specifically do not go wrong for like the cat or the dog or whatever. Lives happily ever after. I do enjoy that. I get a kick out of that. The cat in Alien always survives. Mm-hmm. That kind of thing. That's a good example. Good morning, Hazel. Caught you live. Good morning, Kevin. How are you doing today? Happy Saturday. Hope your weekend's going well. It's quiet out here. I do like the Zul'Aman music. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. You guys let me know if it gets too loud. There's flying lamps. I only got like 2 or 3 rare kills that time. Here we go. I was on the edge of my seat when watching Quiet Place 3 because it had a cat in it. More feel-good Twitter account. Can you pet the dog that refuse games on animal petability? I feel like a lot of games started shoehorning in dog petting to try to take advantage of that trend in games where it had like... It was just... it just seemed like a thing that they felt like they had to do because you should. That's my writing. I'll do awful things to humans, but if there's an animal, you know they'll be fine. Cat's like, I'm out of here. Yeah. I have not kept up with Canada's Drag Race All-Stars. I bet it's amazing. I know sometimes we get local queens from Victoria compete, which is cool. How many mounts you have? How many mounts? 1,190 mounts. Maybe 1191 eventually. Is it crazy to be putting this much effort trying to get mount number 1191? Do I need to rethink my life choices? You will never take me for a bot! I can't spell to save my life. I think the robots are going to start misspelling things on purpose and then we're really toast. Also, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't even notice. My brain completely, like, edited that for you. I didn't see it until I went back and looked because you mentioned it. Only 15 less than me. Impressive. It's something like a 99.9 something percentile collection. It's, sometimes you forget what a bubble we live in terms of people that, like, stream and watch streams and whatever and, like, have played for this many years. In terms of each other, like, my collection is just kind of casual, but, like, in terms of the general population, I'm freaking sick. Or very sad, depending on who you're talking to. How about you get the Witherbark Pango and I get the Imani Sharp Talon? Okay, deal. Hey. Hello from Barbados? What is this? A nutty Saturday live stream? Nice, you moved from America to the African zone of Zul'Aman. Stream shared with the Discord community and Facebook groups. Wow, thank you. Hazel in chat. It's a hot Saturday in Wales. I'm ignoring the heat, manifesting autumn. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, Bella. Manifesting autumn for you too. I'm really powerful, so it should hit sometime between September and November. Oh man. At 1428 total mounts, it's a hard life. It's tough. Sacrifices must be made. Autumn coziness copium. I know I'm gonna be bummed out when the rainy season hits again, but I think I'll be better prepared for it this time. At least I have a sump pump this time. It's installed. I don't have to like scramble around bailing out my basement like a sinking boat. Which one do I want to hang out and wait for? Any of them, or do I want to just keep flying laps? Oh yeah, I was gonna tell Haley it's a deal. I'll get the Witherbark Pango. You get the Amani Sharp Talon. We'll be all set. Speaking of other platforms, I did something really embarrassing. Or not really embarrassing. Not that many people saw it, but it was funny to me. I, yesterday, chopped up a little bit of a recent stream. Maybe yesterday's stream, because Tuna was being really cute in it. So I kind of edited together about a minute of cute kitten taking over the stream for like a short for YouTube and Instagram and whatever. And I do that, and it's cute. It's fine. Doesn't really have a point, so I don't expect it to do very well. But I just want to show people my cat. And I put it on Instagram, and I put it on YouTube, and that's all fine. And I put it on TikTok because I have that, and I definitely know how it works. And later in the evening, I go back to kind of I want to show it. What happened is I was on my TV, and I wanted to show the short to Flabby to show him how I edited it. And I pull up the TikTok version, because when you post something to TikTok, it like saves it to your phone, like the version you posted on TikTok. And I press play, and like the short starts, and I'm talking about Tuna's tummy buttons, but there's this music that's going blur, like a horror movie soundtrack, or like a really intense movie trailer. And I'm like watching this, being like, what happened? I didn't do that. Is this the version I posted? Look at my cute kitty. Brr. It was very... I took it down, and I had to Google. I had to have Flabby help me Google how to take it down off TikTok, because I literally could not find the button. I was on my phone being like, I can't make it go away. Luckily, I'm not really popping on TikTok. I think only like a couple hundred people saw it before I got rid of it. But I had no idea, and I never would have found out either, because I'm not like reading comments. That's something that is not a part of my life anymore. So I don't think, unless somebody had literally come to my stream to tell me, I would have not known. It was loud too. It was funny. Sure, it was cute. Tuna was being very cute. I figure I can post that, and even if it doesn't further my career at all, at least I'll have it for me. Hey, Hazel in chat. Hello, how are you? Deep Hazel lore now. I felt so out of touch. And I looked it up, and apparently sometimes TikTok, when you're posting a video, just decides that it needs more juice and will put music on it, and you have to notice that it's doing that and take it off before you post it if you're trying to post videos like with your own sound. And I guess maybe it's not a thing, because a lot of people making videos in TikTok make them in the TikTok app or something. That's very foreign to me. I've always made videos like on my computer in editing software. Whenever someone's making a video on the phone, it always looks like witchcraft to me. I don't know how they do it. Little tappy tappy swipey swipey. Don't get it. And apparently TikTok just decided that, you know what this really needs? Horns. Hey, Hazel in chat. Hello. Hi Scoots. Awesome. Thank you, big corporation. I was completely blindsided. I had no idea that was even a thing it would think about doing. I've been missing a lot since I got my pilot license. Oh, congratulations! That's fantastic. It cost me everything. Yesterday hit the tipping point where I'm ready for the season change. Yep. Anything in particular do it, or it's just been long enough time for some... I mean, I'm sitting here under a big red plaid blanket. It's been fall for me in my office. Some say that indoors it's always fall. TikTok banned my live streaming of Warcraft from yesterday, claiming that I'm posting the same thing daily. Oh, interesting. To some extent, that's kind of what streams are. I feel like especially now that my streams are hitting YouTube right after they're done, and they don't need me to like export them anymore, which is great. I was thinking like, oh man, I could try to come up with a title and thumbnail for these, but like, how many different ways can you present woman farms mounts in Zul'Aman for 3 hours? Does not get it. In a way that's gonna make someone really want to click and watch that. I don't feel like that is what we're doing, but it can't possibly be the primary appeal, or else there'd be nobody here. Love fall, just not winter. Always get snowed in. It's mildly hot, but the dryness and the dead plants finally really did it. Yeah. I wish I could share some humidity. I've got lots of it. It's making my hair all poofy out here. I'm always trying to just keep things dehumidified enough to not be moldy. 32 degrees, today's forecast high. Far too hot for the Canadian prairies. Oof. Cooking. Absolutely cooking. Am I waiting this one out? I'll go check on... The last three that I need are pretty close to each other. I'll go check on them. I am in war mode. That's the funny thing, is I'm literally in war mode, and I'm still having this much trouble finding rare spawns up. It's just Saturday, I think. I think a lot of people, especially this late in the patch, are doing this kind of thing, getting into the fun cosmetic grinds. Charismatic woman brings her followers along on an epic mount farming ride. Oh, man. That's kind of you. 954 gold? Could get 954 gold I could get to keep. What year did he start playing? I started in 2005? 2009 for me. I started in Wrath. I was a Wrath baby. Which at the time was like the most bandwagon hopping thing one could do. It's funny now that I've become more of a veteran just by virtue of having stuck around for this long. It's 954 gold I didn't have before. I mean, I can farm it while I'm waiting for my rare over here. I do need this one. Remember starting the game, those of you that didn't start like right in beta and getting in later, and just people just like no respect. Like, oh, when did you start? You're a blank baby. You can't know anything. I don't think anyone ever like didn't invite me to a group or something, but started in 07. Crazy to me I've been playing that long. I think that past me would be very surprised. I think if you told the version of me that picked up the game in 09 that I would not only still be playing it, but that it would be largely my job, or at least adjacent to my job. How many years later? What year is it? 27? No, that can't be right. 27 years, no. 17 years later, right? Yeah, 17 years later. Maybe 18 years later? That's crazy. That's weird. Do you like current Shadow Priest? Yeah, I like it fine. I like it well enough. I'm not using it for anything but world questing, though. For world questing, it works great. Does exactly what I need it to do. I like having the double charge of Tentacle Slam for applying dots. I don't feel like I'm ever kind of lacking for AoE or cleave or anything. My cooldowns feel like they're up when I need them. Christmas 06 for me, best and probably most influential gift I ever got. 10 plus years of streaming? More. The YouTube channel started in 2013. And I started streaming in 2014. Which was 6 plus 7. Doing the math, I've been playing this game for more than half my life now. That doesn't feel great. Next season, you press tentacle, get a free void volley. At the risk of sounding out of touch, what's a void volley? The years have started mushing together. They've started going very quickly. I'm very aware of it. It's not that I want to stop them or slow them down, because I don't think I can do that. And I don't think that's necessary anyways, but I just want to... I don't know. I don't know what I want. In 2005, saw the game being advertised in magazines, ordered the box set through the post office. It took a month to ship and the anxiety was off the charts. Oh, wow. I think I had to wait to get a ride to the mall to buy it at like a game store in a mall. Oh, people are fighting. Should I help? Should I do one for the... Why am I on Tichondrius? I know it's like, there's like linked servers, but I'm definitely... These are tech people. I probably shouldn't be engaging at all. Even in a 2v1, I don't think I'm qualified. Come on, Pango. It's the thing that Void Eruption turns into. Oh. Also, is this a priest off? We've got 2 disc priests and me on Shadow. Here, I'll lay my silence. That'll help. Oh, there's dispersion. I just want the Murloc rare. Been watching you since very early in your YouTube career. Just popped onto Twitch. Had you suggested? Didn't know you were streaming. Alright. I'm streaming live to Twitch and YouTube now. Engaging in real PvP on purpose? I mean, it's not a fair fight. Not exactly a traditional 1v1 duel. Also, it's 2 disc priests. I feel like I should just let them like whack each other with their foam noodles. Like this is like fencing with all the gear on. Like they're fine. This is just friendly play. I don't think anyone's supposed to die over there. Went to the video game shop to buy EverQuest, having seen it on The Simpsons. Looked like it would kill time while hubby was in Iraq, and the staff scoffed at me and said, "You want World of Warcraft?" And I said, "But I don't like war games." And they're like, "You'll like this. There's 2 of them." No thanks, 1 is fine. Here I am, still here. That's funny. I don't know if this... I mean, I'm happy to let them leave if they want to leave. I don't know if they want to leave or not. There's Pain Sub. Remember PvP? It's been so long. Guess you just finished the achievement for completing all the Midnight Delves in Tier 11 with every roll. Oh, congrats, Bear Bakery. Too many times I've ended up in World PvP where people come back for revenge. Kind of funny, but also kind of annoying. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of... I'm in World mode, so it's sort of fair. I really just want to kill this Murloc. I think that's another priest, or is it the same one? No, they're from a different realm. They're from Antonidas. That was actually my first realm. I played on Antonidas before I ever played on anything else. That was the realm I played on in like high school. I'm on the priest shard apparently. Money value is supposed to be 2 for 1 for US, and they have at 3 for 1. Oh, that sucks. Hi everyone. Hi Gryak. How are you doing today? Yeah, I've literally forgotten a lot of the details about how I like very first got into the game because it's so long ago. And I do a lot of things in my life, but holding on to memories well is not really one of them. Secret gathering of priests. I've camped too long for this. I can't. I'll go check on the one that spawns right down here, but I can't abandon this altogether. Oh, the Skullcrusher Rock is up. Quick! Kill it before anyone shows up. At least any hordes show up. I'm a total... something. I don't know. I was gonna call myself a weenie again, but I feel like I've used that word 2 or 3 times so far, and that's probably enough for a Saturday. If anybody was to like come back with actual heat for me in World PvP, I would probably just like exit World PvP. I would just turn it right back off again. No honor. No courage. Today's piece of candy turns out to be PvP. Oh, it's not the last one. I also need the turtle. You're the complete FOMO-inducing WoW-fluencer. Haven't played the game in 2 months and I'm about to log on and grind these rares for mounts. That is so incredible to me because, first of all, very flattered. Second of all, does this look fun? I'm having fun because of you guys. Am I having fun because of... Uh-oh. Oh? Oh? Am I big dogging them out of here? They're level 85. PvP is actually kind of fun to me now. It's rough getting into it. I wonder if it's any easier to understand nowadays with that they've like kind of pruned and simplified classes a lot. I remember when I was in it, it felt like you needed to memorize about 40,000 things. Kill him? Alright. They're level 85. They're leaving. I'm not going to chase them. Started farming these mounts at least a little bit every day. About 400 kills, 2 of 8. Is this thing gonna like... Oh, it's attempting an ambush. Oh, they're level 85 in war mode doing a prey. That's wild. I've managed to... aggro it, though. And I can't kill it. That's kind of unfortunate. If you want to learn 2,000 debuffs and abilities across 13 classes, WoW gets inscrutable pretty quickly. I was watching a video of somebody trying WoW for the first time. That's kind of a genre on YouTube. And I've been really, like, watching a lot of YouTube trying to figure out what I think is cool that I want to get into. To kind of grow a little bit. And I was watching somebody get into WoW for the first time, and I was kind of skipping through it because it was really long. But for somebody new to the game, the amount of, like, figuring garbage out is so aggressive. Like, just this person just trying to figure out where their gear should come from at endgame, what they should be doing, how to get tier, and how often, like, a catalyst charge comes in, and, like, what the lockouts for all these different things are, is just, like, a massive mess. It comes naturally to us to some extent, because we've been playing it for so long, and all these things are built on, like, slightly different versions of things from before, so, like, you learn a thing, and then as long as you keep up with the changes, you're kind of with it. But someone coming in brand new, they still had lots of fun, but, like, it's crazy. It was true for all of us. It also wasn't that complicated. When I started in Wrath, gearing up didn't have this many options. It wasn't, are you doing Prey or Delves or Void Assaults or Ritual Sites or Raids or Keys or PvP or Crafting or... It was just kind of like, hey, you do your dungeon. You do your dungeons? You want to try Raid? Nope. Kicked. That's it. Like, it was not this complicated back then. And it's good that there's options, but they're definitely overwhelming. Yeah, 20 years of stacked systems and iterations makes for quite a snarl. Dad attempted to start playing WoW, just parsing what is happening in combat was impossible. Yeah, we take a lot for granted. And I don't think that means that they should, like, strip it all out or anything, but it's just interesting watching. I feel like that's why those videos do well. Is it's really interesting watching a new player's perspective of, like, all the stuff that you forgot that you already knew that people aren't born knowing. Don't like the single action button. Not on my priest. This is my main. This is my main character. I do use it on some alts where I'm not as familiar with the rotation. I probably missed the Murloc Rare, huh? Depends on how much time you have to play the game, too. Yeah. Created my Discord community geared for newcomers and veterans getting back in the game. Oh, it's the largest content server on Discord. Wow. Dungeons only had one mode. Heroic didn't get introduced until TBC. They had a couple by the time I started in Wrath. I started in the first era of, like, LFG dungeons. Like, they had just added LFG when I started playing. And it was, like, a big controversial, like, I'm just gonna get another character. We've done what we need to do here. It was big and controversial. A lot of people were talking about how it was gonna kill the game. Although people have said that about all kinds of things. Back in 05, if you saw a character in all purples, it was a pretty big deal. Not really a bloat. You get gear from whatever activity you want to do. I guess so. It seems overwhelming for new people, though. It's overwhelming for me, and I kind of know what's going on. Although I am rapidly running out of stamina to keep up with what's going on coming up. I was trying to put together notes to do, like, a cool things in 12.1 video, because I know people like the patch update videos. And I started reading through the patch notes. And I started reading about the new zone. And I'm sure I'll play the new zone. And I'll get the power. And I'll spec the talent. And whatever. But I don't... It sounds really nice to not keep up with, like, every new system that they think up. It's like a full-time job just trying to keep up with what's going on and what's new. Not a big fan of LFG back in the day when the game was forcing me to stop playing solo for content. Now I totally like it. The Wicked Fate, thank you very much for the 52-month Twitch sub. Really appreciate it. Especially when they're adding 5 things every patch. Yeah. I still like the game, but I want to spend less time reading about the game, more time playing the game. And actually, like, finding fun things to do and fun, like, you know, self-contained stories and challenges and stuff. I still have to check the gear chart to know what level of thing gives the right type of crest or gear. When I was on PTR last night, went to go buy the artisanal room, saw 2 exterior options as well for the barns. Oh, fancy. Even harder to keep up with everything when it's all time-gated. Yeah. When we were raiding Molten Core back in the day, the mages were rocking blues because the epics caused them to do less damage. Oh, the new exterior didn't load in at all, just a big pink box. Wow. A little more work to do. I think I enjoyed more Nagtel and Vol without reading too much before playing them. Yeah. Am I in war mode on this? I am, so I'm probably in the same shard. I should probably be alternating my characters, actually, now that I think of it. I should probably be doing, like, a RP server in between each of my regular alts. I think I'm ready to just be a housing main. Mages and blues, pallies and cloth, those were the days. I hate that new content comes out at the same time as new seasons. As a Mythic Plus pusher, just have to go, well, I'll figure out the new stuff like 3 months from now. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna rearrange things here. Yeah, I'm gonna put Crawdad and then I'm gonna put Snow Crab before Ficus. That'll work. Hey, hello Hazel. Oh no, you still haven't got your mount. I still have not got the mount. Not yet. Could be coming. Could be today. Do I want it to be today? I don't know. I don't know if the hair is cute enough for a stream highlight. Hello. Hi Kinrail. How you doing? Thinking of just trying to get KSM before the season ends now, feeling some FOMO, but I don't know how the group finder is at all lately. I think people are still in it. Up to 7 of 8, stuck in ZA. If you get it, what's your next plan? I'm gonna take a beat. If I get it, I'm gonna take a second. Yeah, do some breathing exercises or something. And then look into the... I can't memorize the name of it. The Void something. Nether Swept Drake, that's the name of it. The Nether Swept Drake. I gotta write that down. If it's gonna be my next farm, I need to know the name of it. You finished the Anglers thingy. The Anglers thingy. Do you mean like the Drake? Late season pugging, different animal. I wonder if people get kind of stressed because of the time crunch of it all. Yeah, Void's something that does describe like half the mounts in Midnight. Oh, deep diving. Yeah. Definitely finished all that. That's all done. My Decor Duels finished. Good time to remind if you want anything from Decor Duel, do it before the end of patch because it's going away. If you haven't tried it yet, good time to go poke around. It's lots of fun. And double rewards as well, so you'll get stuff much faster. I need to get the Nether Egg as well. Just farming for Voidlight Marl, apparently. What else are you doing at this point in the season? Nothing. Brainstorming. Trying to think what I want to play for the next season. Tossing around whether I want to heal or play a Fury Warrior, and if I want to like put some effort into learning Fury Warrior, or what I want to do. I don't know. This is the only WoW that I'm playing for the particular moment. Avoid something. Yeah. All these rare kills have a benefit, and that's 50 Marl per kill. Sometime I should take some of this Marl and go hit up another vendor and just go shopping. Spend some of it. Get something good for our efforts. Can't wait for the new patch. Gonna have to take a break from raiding since I'm transferring colleges, living on campus at the same time. Oh, that's fun. Oh, you're gonna meet all kinds of people. Hello, Hazel and me. Hello, Scar, meow, meow. How you doing? Fury Season 2 arc, let it happen. Maybe. I gotta get out of my head. I'm in a bad headspace. I am pressed about things that are not important and do not matter. I'm putting pressure on where there needs to be no pressure. She'd be the only Fury Warrior. Oh, that I know of. I love that spec. I've DPS'd before as a main. I was a Shadow Priest main for many years. But I've never been a melee main, so that's what I think would be fun, is to actually like give it a real honest try by like not maining my priest that season and really prioritizing it. I think I would learn something. Hello Alex, how are you doing today? Never mind, I don't want to be on YouTube anymore. Oh, are you doing both? Oh, are you Scar Meow Meow? How? If true, how did I know? Just had a sense, you know? Definitely got to get back on Fury, just the better spec of all. I gotta figure out how to do like reasonable single target raid damage with it. Because I don't really want to switch to arms or learn a second spec. I wasn't doing very well, but I also wasn't very optimized. I have a bad habit in WoW of doing a thing half-heartedly with no research and then being like, oh no, why didn't it go well? Like, I put in no effort and then I'm Pikachu face whenever I don't do that much damage. Don't want to get out of my bed, but I need to. Feel that. Been there. I think we should all start placing bets for now. Now on from this point forward. On whether the mount will drop, or... Oh, Googled a guide video for this mount. Apparently I've been on this live stream quest for 4 hours 21 hours ago. I mean, I've been streaming this every day for the past couple of weeks. 5 days a week. 4 hours seems low. Yeah, I think it's been more than 4 hours. When I'm stressed, I distract myself by reading about food. For example, I just found out there's something called cookie salad. Do I want you to tell me more? I do want you to tell me more. What is cookie salad? Good morning, Hazel. Excellent day today. Good morning, Rendesian. How are you doing? It's really nice of all of you guys to come hang out in my live stream. I really appreciate it. I'm smooshy today. I'm gonna cry. Cookie salad sounds dangerous. Cookie salad sounds kind of upsetting, to be honest with you, but that's why I'm morbidly curious. Still no mount. Did he put in your bank? Never told us. I didn't make my sacrifices to the mount gods, apparently. 3 weeks for this mount? I don't know when I got my last one. I could look it up. Next time I'm camping one, I will... Oh, those epics spook me. Next time I'm camping, I will, I can probably pull up my Twitch VOD history and see if I can spot the last time that the mount thing said 6 of 8. Kind of ran away from raiding. Good morning, Hazel. Wishing you all the luck in getting your mount. Good morning, Darabelia. Fudge shortbread cookies. Buttermilk, vanilla pudding, whipped cream, all mixed. Dangerously Midwestern. It sounds like the kind of thing I would have made as like a teenager and been extremely proud of myself, and then wondered why some of the adults aren't finishing their serving. That has serious after school with your girlfriend's energy. Sounds pretty good. Very, very satisfying to play. You don't even need to glance at your bars. Following your streams and videos since Battle for Azeroth was released. Really like what you do. You've inspired me to start playing WoW and discover a lot of new things. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Phone is coming at me. Oh, it's coming with you to make a cup of tea. Thought your phone was coming at you like, make tea. Do it. Do it now. Anybody over here? Hello? British court. Maybe this is gonna be the one. I'm almost not ready for it to drop yet. Do you think I can jinx it by telling it I don't want it to drop? I don't even want them out. I'm not even ready for it. No. Probably the most British thing I've said to date. How many more you need? Just one. One last one. I mean, of the midnight rare drop mounts. I need more mounts in general, but needs kind of a strong word. Of the 8 midnight rare drop mounts, I have 7 of them. I've been on my last one for a while. Morning. If you're interested to know, my 4-month-old granddaughter loves you talking. She gets fussy. But if I see you on and come here, she'll watch the action coo every time you talk. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, hi. I'm officially babysitting. It finally happened. Aim for 4 mounts in general? Thought Traveling Tundra, Sandrake, Seahorse, Challenger's Warhorse. Any other mounts? Just a bonus. I admire you about farmers. It's definitely, for me at this point in my life, more about the journey than it is about the end result. Yeah, at a certain point, you have more mounts than you can really shake a stick at, and it's just kind of about a nice thing to do during the day. Influencing the whippersnappers. Oh man, you know what season it is in IRL right now? It's blackberry season, and I have some blackberries on my property, and also there's a bajillion of them just like all around all the places that I walk my dog. And the ones that are like ripening in the sun are like really big and really juicy, and each little like section of the blackberry is like really, oh man, each little section of the blackberry is like super big and bubbly. And you eat one and it fills up half of your mouth and it tastes like pie. I like looking for the good ones, and then you have to pick them really gently, otherwise they explode and then you stain your fingers purple. Oh, my pet's in danger. Little things of life. The problem is that blackberries are invasive and thorny and really hard to get rid of if you have them growing. So, and I do have some on my property I need to get rid of, and I don't think there's thick enough gloves in the world. I need like chainmail or something. But they're delicious. They are yummy. I can see why the bears like them. How do coffer key shards work? So they drop from lots of things. You can get them from rares, you can get them in weekly caches. They'll stack up in your currency tab. You can get up to 600 of them a week. And when you walk into a delve, they will automatically turn into delve coffer keys. You need 1 coffer key to open the chest at the end of a bountiful delve. So most people doing delves will only do bountifuls, and only when they have keys to open that chest, because that's where like the good loot is. So you're farming your coffer key shards is just farming your weekly loot opportunities in delves. If you don't make use of all of them, they will stack up eventually. I have lots and lots of unused keys. But delve loot is one of the best ways to get single player gear, because you can do delves completely by yourself. There's a difficulty progression, so you can keep scaling them up so that they're challenging, and you can, from the hardest ones, you can get quite good loot from the bountiful chest at the end, as well as there's a nemesis boss you can fight inside of a delve. You can summon him with a special item, or sometimes he just shows up. And if you do that, you get an extra piece of loot too. I think my main is 80 plus keys. I know, I have tons on my main too. I need to use them, but I can't think of a way to trick my brain into doing it. I need to farm the delve pets, and I need progress for, there's delve achievements, and there's one for just, there's one for just completing 500 delves, but also opening the bountiful coffers with the keys. I've apparently in my life have only opened 262 of them. And delves have been a thing since the War Within. I don't do that many of them. But there's transmog. Which one of you is one rare ahead of me in Eversong right now? Who did it? Just use the glue to see. It was 24 keys. You don't need to use them. You don't. That's true. Pet chances, achievement progress. You get some gold too. You'll get materials at the end of the delve, and some of them are quite valuable and sell in the auction house. 414 opened apparently, but I do love delves. Yeah, I know, there's another achievement beyond that. I'm gonna have to become a different person that plays differently if I'm ever gonna scratch the surface of that. Get some cut-resistant gloves. I have them. The problem is that if I'm gonna be ripping out thorny vines, I need to not only handle them, but squeeze them. I feel like you would genuinely need chainmail. Like, I have really thick leather gloves, and they let me handle rose bushes and stuff if I'm ginger with them, but, like, I don't know. Maybe there's, like, something expensive that will work for, like, actually, like, yanking on blackberry vines without just spearing my hand. Icky. I'm also scared. Scared of them. They're sharp. They hurt me. Spam some delves to get petrified roots for next season's consumables. Not a bad gold making proposition. Best way to get gear if I have 258 item level. I would say Prey and Delves. I would start with Prey and Delves. You can get quite a bit of gear doing that. And you can do normal and hard and nightmare prey if you like. All in one week to get a couple pieces from each. Also weeklies. I think I had a video way back when the expansion first launched about ways to gear up early on, and that would still be a good jumping off point because there's some gear you get from rep. Found them and it was a horde mage, so I killed him. Kill the void crabs till it spawns. I think that's just cope. I have no way to prove that it is or isn't. And by my logic, neither does anybody else. See, like, the crabs didn't die and the guy just showed up. I swear he's just on a timer and the alert is kind of funny on him, and it's just because the crabs are here and you can kill them to wait, so there's like a massive confirmation bias where people go, oh man, I killed the crabs and he showed up, because of course you're killing the crabs, what else are you gonna do? I think it's a myth, but I have no way to prove that or disprove it. If you have a powerful ult, farming Val or Nagtal for accolades gets you Warbound hero gear too. That is true. That is true. Blackberry's natural enemy, comically large flamethrower. What if they're going against my house, though? What do you think about the games called WoW Killers? Man, I haven't heard that kind of terminology, that kind of language since, like, I don't know. I feel like there was more of them a while back, like back when we were launching, like, WildStar and the Old Republic and whatever. I don't think another MMO will kill WoW. I think the cruel march of time might kill WoW. The changing culture, passage of time, and aging of the gamer base, but it would be a very, very long death. I think it's a nice natural one. Yeah, it's been a moment everyone realized MMO's not worth investing in. I have to imagine they're extremely expensive to make, and the era of people paying a monthly sub fee for a game, kinda gone. I feel like WoW gets away with it because it's been so long and it's so established, but other games have to move in a more freemium direction and do like just microtransactions on top of like a free-to-play or just like a box price. I don't know. I don't really worry about other games too much unless they're fun. I've been playing Palworld. I don't think it's a WoW killer, but I've been enjoying it. It's been fun. I'm in a hardcore server. I'm trying my best not to die. Many years from now, millennials will start to succumb to old age. WoW will kind of have to die alongside with that. I don't know. And I don't know if it's enough people to sustain a game, but people teach WoW to their children. People pass WoW down like a family heirloom. Yeah, a lot of WoW players in the WoW demo have been having kids that are now, you know, of an age where they can start playing WoW, and a lot of people play with their families, which is adorable. Very foreign concept. Do you still play Hearthstone any? Yeah, I've been putting Hearthstone Battlegrounds, which is the only mode of Hearthstone that I play. I haven't played traditional Hearthstone in a bajillion years. But I've been a Hearthstone BG player since it came out, really. And it's become my favorite procrastination game. Like, if I'm too anxious, but I'm at my desk, I'll just put on a game of BGs while I, like, do something else. And I have been climbing lately a little bit, actually. I'm past 7k now. I wasn't sure I was going to break 7k because I make my choices in Hearthstone for fun and not necessarily for, like, the meta. And I haven't looked up the meta this season at all, but sometimes the fun choices make you win. No, I never played Subnautica. I have it. I own it. It could happen one day, but I haven't done it. Play with any family members. I play Hearthstone BG duos with my husband. My husband and I play games together. We're playing Palworld too. But nobody else in my family. Nobody else in my family are gamers. I am the sole gamer contingent. One of my favorite streamers quit playing WoW and it crushes my soul. Yeah. That's hard. Never understood how Hearthstone worked. I just lose game after game, gave up. I like BGs very much. BGs is kind of an auto chess mode. It's very different from normal Hearthstone. You don't have to have decks or buy cards or build decks or anything, which I appreciate. How many alts do you have? We counted. I think it was 34. Only ever played an elf fire mage, thankfully. They made fire mage meaningful again since Dragonflight. Yeah, I got 34 characters that are 80 plus. 3 of them are 90s. A lot of them are in between 80 and 90. My final words will be to my great-great-grandchildren. Remember, son, whatever you do, don't go to Goldshire and Moonguard after 9 p.m. Burp. Pulls the plug. Doo-doo-doo. Logout sound. I only have 2 more rares missing in this loot before we can kind of check another realm. Or maybe we just let it be. I keep trying to teach my cats how to play WoW, but I'm not sure if it counts as a account sharing. 30 plus is wild. You should hear from some of the people, some of our Twitch regulars. I know people that have so many max level characters they need multiple accounts to hold them all. I don't know how they manage to like play them, but they use them for stuff. I don't know. Most of my characters are idle. I don't play actively 34 characters all the time. I just like having options that I can pick out for stuff like this. Use the 1-button rotation, fluffy mittens. Do have some of these types in squirrels, yes. I think that talking to stream all the time is kind of warped my perception of the average WoW player. I think you guys have set the bar too high. Goblin community and their concentration alt armies have bonkers numbers of alts, yeah. Not as if you have no life, but just kind of, I'm kind of forgetting how the other half lives, you know. Joke's on you, I don't play WoW. 2 accounts, crafting army. Favorite class? Favorite class is priest, I think. Holy priest specifically. Shadow's fine. Discipline is dead to me. Holy priest is comfy. Tried getting my nephew to play WoW, but I could see that playing a game that forced him to use more than 1 brain cell at a time. Found taxing, 2 minutes, quit. It's very different from a lot of things that I think young people now are doing, so they don't have a lot of, like, similarities and parallels they can draw to help them find their footing. I feel like coming to WoW in 2005 or 7, especially when you had been PC gaming ahead of time, you had kind of things to other games that played like this that you could sort of use as a framework to learn this one from. We're probably what you would call power users. I think just by virtue of being on Twitch and like being active in Twitch chat, we're the point, the 0.5% in terms of like wider WoW community. New player experience for WoW nowadays, utter nightmare. Yeah, they're doing stuff, they're trying, but I think it's a bit of an uphill battle. Way more complicated than it was in vanilla. 1 brain cell? I think the average mental output of my pug groups is solidly less than 1 brain cell. I can't judge anybody for their lack of brain cells. I feel like mine have been rusting. They're getting worse every day. I showed my 7-year-old nephew the Demenzia's fight in story mode, and he had such a glimmer in his eyes seeing my character dodge the planets and laser in P2. It's kind of adorable. My brain cells are turning on me. The less I have, the better. You guys think you can torment me? Think again. Or not. Fairness, the common denominator in my pug groups is unfortunately me. Oh my god, it's a legendary statement. I'm sure you're not the problem because you're too self-aware. I think normally the large source of issues is somebody who really could use a little more self-awareness. Loot it. Run away. Run away. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I think they're gonna smoke me. I don't even have a trinket. I don't even have a trinket. Fight back. Yeah, you didn't think I was gonna do that, did you? My cooldowns are coming up. You better watch out. I used them on the rear. Why is this fun? This is so funny. I'm using a damage potion. This is so dumb. This is the dumbest thing that I've done. Why am I moving like this? I just see everybody else doing it. Also, neither of us are really winning or losing. I'm starting to lose a little bit. Oh, he's got cooldowns up. I got cooldowns up. I am starting to lose. Yeah, I am in war mode. I'm gonna die. I don't think I've got this. I thought I did for a second. I had a brief moment of glorious hope. It's leaking away now. No, there it goes. If you can't win, at least make them suffer. One day I'm gonna kill somebody that's my level. It'll happen. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know anything about PvP anymore. I used to. One thing I don't do is play with war mode on. I normally don't. But I've been doing it lately for rare farming just to help find spawns of rares, because it's such, especially on a weekend like this, it's so gnarly trying to get like a decent frequency of kills. I'm trying to think of some normal word to do this. Sometimes I use words that are unnecessarily obscure. And that's not good writing or speaking. That's just being weird. You know how I said I was going to make tea? What happened? You make tea? You make some for me? Can I have some tea? Could use some tea. Imagine having it. Well, I don't know if I need extra caffeine in the morning, though. I just finished my coffee. I'm not sure if I need a cup of tea. Time to head to Fall in war mode. Fall is such a nightmare for not a tank. My dryer was on, didn't want to unplug it. I decided to just drink milk. Valid, valid. Standard British. What's your brand of choice? I'm in war mode, and I'm still not finding except DiGiorno. There you go. It's not a cuppa, it's DiGiorno. Right now, Yorkshire. Does not look good to see the Guildmaster being PK'd, cough cough, so I keep mine off. Sometimes it's Tetley. Tetley's the box that I have now. Growing up, I was a massive box of Tetley Orange Pico kind of girl. Back before I drank coffee. Now I want pizza. I love pizza, but pizza does not love me. I gotta start making it at home more often, because that sits a little bit better. Feel that. Yeah, sometimes I think the pizza just wanted to live a long and fulfilling life, and it's wreaking vengeance on me for daring to cut it down and eat it in the prime of its life. I hate pizza, but I love calzones. Still living in ZA. I'm about to apply for my citizenship. I'm about to get my ZA passport out here. I've been living here. I'm about to be a naturalized Zul'Amanian. Simple solution, don't cut it up, just roll it up like a burrito. Hello from me and my mango sticky rice. Ooh. Zul'Aman. Okay, Zul'Aman is fantastic. I will be stealing that for a stream title. I'm gonna need that one. That's good. That's going in the bank. As long as it doesn't attract people that want to fight because I used a gender word, I think we're gonna be good. I think that's funny. Almost fluent in Zandalari now. Should be a character name, right? It kind of should be. I need a green skin dark spear troll. I should save it. I should see if I can save it on Lightbringer. I might try that after this. That is just very funny. I'm gonna see if I can get it. As much as I appreciate the comment, and I know I'm kind of skirting close to this, I'm going to remove that one just because we do have a no politics rule. Just for the sake of general peace. Just the one message, though. What am I doing? I'm logging on to check to see if I got that name. Not if I steal it first. Beat me through it. Good thing we have buttons. Oh yeah, no, they're being fine. I just want to keep it on the. And sometimes I'm the one that needs to chill out. I know it's my stream, but sometimes I need to follow my own rules. Pizza I want no one makes. I remember it from the 80s. What was it like? Okay. I want to make a character. And I'm just going to do a temp. I'm just going to do... I don't even really need to customize, although I will make her green. We're going to call her Zul'Aman. Can I do it? Yes! Okay. That just to hold the name, so I can use it for something. I think that would be funny. Alright. Later me problem. I was on Crinkle, that's right. Easy clap. What do you like to eat on your pizza? I make mine. If I have it my way, I want sun-dried tomatoes, feta cheese, olives, maybe some kind of spinach, maybe some artichoke hearts if they're not massive. I don't like it when an artichoke heart is on a pizza and it looks like someone just dropped an onion on there. It's too much. But if they're demure, you know, if they're modest. And then you know, it could have regular sauce, it could have like more of like a garlic cream sauce. You can get fun with some other kinds of cheese in there. But that's the kind of profile, vaguely Mediterranean. That's usually my go-to. I also love a cheese pizza. Just like regular cheese or like a mix of cheeses. I usually, if we're getting pizza, we'll get a cheese pizza to split. And then different kind of veggie one for me. Romanian food is the best? What's your favorite Romanian dish? What's the recommendation? No mushrooms? Oh yeah, mushrooms good. I think somebody wants into my office. One moment. Based on the meow, I'm guessing tuna, but I'll go check. Oh, I was wrong. It's Tiki. Hello. What? I know. I had the door closed. That's so rude of me. That's so rude of me. Tiki, Tuna got like some screen time yesterday. He got a whole Instagram reel made. Do you want one just to be, you know, I don't want to show favoritism. Hi. Also, if you got the Tiki emotes, now's your moment. This is your cute. This is your lovely boy cute. Doesn't it look just like him? Doesn't it look just like him? Hi. Hi. How are you, Stinky? Oh, you smell okay, actually. Good job. Hi. Alright, let's go look for mounts. Let's look for mounts. Where are we heading this way? Oh my gosh. Oh, you're being so cute. Let's see if we can do this in a way that my back is supported. Oh, it's up, it's up. Tiki, bless me with your luck. Such a cutie. He's purring. Did you guys miss me? I've been keeping my office door closed for the first like hour of stream or so because that's usually when they're still kind of going nuts and it's a little easier for them to not be unplugging stuff when they're like calmed down a little bit and they're ready for their nap. Hi. Hello. How are you? How are you just the cutest? Your fur's coming in really nice. He's gotten very soft. He's gotten very, very, very soft. And he's so shiny. Hazel, there's a place called Mr. O1 makes star-shaped pizza. Kid you not, so good. The star-shaped edges filled with ricotta. Oh, that sounds good. I once had a heart-shaped pizza, and it was smaller than a normal pizza and cost more, and I was mad that I fell for the marketing. I'm Romanian. Recommend sarmale? Cabbage rolls. I'm gonna butcher all the pronunciation. Misi, grilled minced meat rolls, polenta with cheese and bacon. Cabbage rolls, pretty bis from every country you can get. Cabbage is really yummier than it has a right to be. 1309 here, getting breakfast. Nice timing on the food talk. Would you like to say some things to the people? Here, you talk for a second. Distracted. Yes, understood. Real and true. Tiki speaks nothing but the truth. Tiki is such a good boy. He's so sweet and reasonable. I really thought he was going to be kind of a menace. Because he just was very much when he was just the baby when we brought him home. Like, he just had a lot of nervous energy. And he's calmed down and settled in and turned into the squishiest little honey bun. You're just so nice. I agree with our Lord and Savior Tiki. Happy that I grew up like cabbage, so dang good. I used to do cabbage pancakes. I haven't done them in a long time. It's one of those things now that I feel like if I bought it, I wouldn't finish it before it like went bad. How old are they now? Time is flying. I swear last week he was tiny, right? He was born February 1st, as far as we know, which makes him almost 6 months old. Approaching 6 months old. And then Tuna is about a month younger than him, which makes him about 5 months old. Sounds like one of my diabolical recipes. Tiki, don't bite my mouse. Don't bite my mouse. You can be on my desk, but you can't be chewing on my G600. I only have one of them. My cat's lust for the spicy electricity continued yesterday. She caught my mouse by chewing through the wire. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's no good, huh? That's no good. Yeah, I know. He was so small last week. I keep looking at their pictures and then looking at them now and being like, what happened? But I can't be like sad or mad about it because I feel like Tiki especially, he looks so much better. He's had a massive glow up if you ask me, because he was cute as a baby, but he wasn't healthy. He wasn't well. He needed a lot of help. We did so many things for you at the vet. We treated you for like 3 type like tapeworms and hookworms and roundworms and then ringworm, which isn't even a worm. And you had an eye infection and you had a cold and you weren't like eating, you weren't getting the nutrients that you needed. And he was just in rough shape. And he's looking so sleek now. You're looking so shiny. Yeah, he had all the worms. He had the collection. Gosh, ringworm sucked. Can I vent about that for a second? I'm so happy that we're done with that and that no one's had any more of it. It hasn't recurred. Oh my god, that was awful. They spent an entire month in cat jail and it was just non-stop meds and baths and cleaning and bleaching and venting and steaming and cleaning and bath and meds. And the poor baby's all, like, locked up in jail because you have to keep them someplace you can reasonably sanitize because it's so contagious. And, oh, it was awful. But they're all good now. I'm so happy. I'm so happy they're doing better. Also, their meds were expensive. They only had, there's, like, a couple different types of internal meds you can do, but apparently my vet only carries the expensive ones. He probably felt so bad. He was, really... not lethargic, but he didn't do very much when he first came home. Maybe he was still decompressing, but like he just kind of like Tuna would be playing and Tiki would just be kind of sitting somewhere hanging out and watching. Like he didn't get up very much. He would spend a whole day in the bedroom, even before jail. Glad that my male cat doesn't try and chew through cables. He just gives it test bites, test nibbles. Yeah, how convenient they had the expensive ones. Yeah, I'm just glad they had anything at all. I had to source the, and I mean, I'm in a bit of a rural area, so I can't really be picky when it comes to the vet clinic, and they did really good work. The vets are lovely. But, I had to get the sulfur dip myself. They didn't have that. And they couldn't get it, apparently. I had to get it online. Got this. Had to look the past few days since I was at work, but I believe it'll drop. 1 mount, please. I want to hear a fun AO3 fact. Can you remind me what AO3 is? I've heard the acronym before. It's occurring to me I don't actually know what it means. Archive of... oh, it's a fan fiction platform. Oh, okay. Archive of our own. Got Slayer's Delirium rep to Exalted this week. Oh, nice. Yeah, I do have a Discord. I'm not a big Discord user. Scoots knows all about this. I am a massive Discord neglector. It's not something I use in my own time. I don't really know anything about it. The community is kind of run by the viewers for the viewers, and I have very little to do with it. It occasionally stresses me out that it's a little bit of like a liability, and that because I don't know what's going on there at all times, it could be a problem one day. But it's been fine. Everyone's good. The people do good work keeping it moderated, and I do think the pet pictures channel golden, very good, always worth keeping up with. Hazel learning of AO3. When I was a youngin', it was fanfiction.net. That was the place. I would go there to read like my anime fanfiction. Very tame, only occasional stuff. That also still exists. Oh yeah. Weekly rep quest to kill 20 moms and it awards 1k rep, and I haven't done it since like 2 weeks ago. I haven't done it either. I also need that rep for that mount. I haven't really been touching it. Man, I guess I just give up on this character, get another one. I'm not finding anything. Discord rarely gets used. It's clearly like the dominant social platform for gamers. You know, WoW community stuff happens on Discord. It doesn't click with me. I don't think I'm social enough. Paragon chest mount drop from that one too, sadly. It probably thought it was a link. That's probably why it yanked the sensor. Wish they'd bring back tabards for rep. That was a good system. Alright, let's try another alt. You little kitty. Hi! He's been working on his meow. He's trying to do his first meow. He can chirp very well. He chirps and trills like a bird. But he's been trying to make an actual meow happen, and it's not quite coming out right yet, but he's working on it, aren't you? Hi. Oh, you're so sweet. Does that feel good? Rubbing his ears. Hi. His eyes rolled back in his head. I was petting his forehead, and his mouth kind of opened, and his eyes just rolled back in his head. Buddy. Oh. Oh, Tuna's on top of my PC, too. I had to go into my PC settings to disable the physical power button on my PC from turning it on and off. Or at least from turning it off. Because Tuna kept stepping on it and turning off my PC. My black cat has a very raspy meow. I do still have a dog. I have Moose. He is 3 now. We're coming up on our 3-year Moose-iversary of having brought him home. There's a brand new emote as of yesterday for him. Where is it? There it is. It's wild. It's wild. He went so fast. I had a really nice walk with him this morning. We had a nice time. I passed a lady who asked me if I'd seen the elk, and I was like, no. Is it around? She's like, yeah. Big, grumpy dude with a big old elk rack. Good job your dog's on a leash. Made me nervous to walk that early in the morning. Why I became a channel point millionaire. Oh, I think I would rather encounter a black bear than an angry elk, to be honest with you. I feel like the elk is more likely to cause problems. By a mob near the quartermaster. I was buying stuff off that quartermaster just a couple days ago. Hey, you sniffing me? Alright. I would like a mount drop now. Any minute now. 1 mount, please. I can actually play Rep Paladin well enough to not need 1 button. I'm not like good at it, but I feel like we're more or less doing it in the right order. Things keep dying, that's important. Can't wait to do the rare farm in 12-1 all over again after this. It's not all over again. It's new rares. They're gonna be different ones, and it's for a different mount. Isn't that exciting? Aren't we excited about that? I don't even know what the new mounts look like. I haven't looked. Tune, are you taking over my foot oven? I think he might be usurping my foot spot. I think there's 2 new mounts for rares on the coil vial. I haven't been there yet on the PTR. I thought about it. I almost did it, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. Started enchanting. Any tips what to focus on? Not a clue. I wish I could help you. My enchanting's a mess. I think you can do pretty well in basically anything, as long as you specialize to be able to make it really efficiently, because people need all kinds of enchants. Ring enchants are always a safe bet because you know, people have 2 rings to enchant and they get new rings all the time. Hope you're having a lovely day. Do you still play for fun when you're not streaming? Curious, since I know these rare grinds can be tedious testing of patience. I definitely do not. I definitely don't rare farm for mounts when I'm not streaming. All of my, well, not all of them. Most of my rare kills for mounts happen on stream. Every now and then I will log back into a WoW character off stream, usually to get something for YouTube. And I'll be right in front of a rare that's like spawned, and I'll be like, okay, I'll kill it. But normally I'll record that just so that if it did drop, I could like play the clip. Because imagine if I made you guys watch me stream this for like months, and then I log in one day and I'm like, guess what happened? You'll never believe what happened to me. I haven't been playing WoW just for its own sake lately. I've been playing Palette World. I'm probably going to play more in Season 2, but I want to find projects and stuff that I can do. Both for me and also probably maybe for YouTube. I want to find some stuff that I can do that's, like, just fun. I want to do something fun. I mean, I remember Midnight. I should make an achievement for having all 10 rare mounts that awards a mount. Turns out the GM who boosted Mythic Plus is real. Yeah, I read about that. Real? And super fired. Shouldn't laugh. I laugh every time. I shouldn't laugh. Whatever. I'm sure everybody else is laughing too. It's objectively funny. I can't believe that happened in 2026. Hey Hazel, hope you're well. Any luck yet? Hi Angie. I am doing pretty good. I am not getting lucky though. Not yet. Could be the next one though. Could always be right around the corner. Nobble's in the same spot too. He was chatting about that recently. About wanting to play WoW off stream, or like not playing much WoW off stream, or I'm I should find this and listen to it. I'm deathly curious. Oh, diversifying content. Yeah. No, that's totally fine. I really want to hear more from the other creators that are thinking about doing that, because I feel like I've kind of hit a burnout point with the type of YouTube content that I was already doing, to the point that I just can't do it anymore. Even when it's kind of working and people watch it and people like it and I can do it, I can't do it. And I don't want to do it if it's not gonna have the desire to do it behind it. I feel like the worst video to watch is the video that someone did not want to make, as spoiled as that sounds. But it's hard to switch your YouTube content and make it different, because the algorithm kind of doesn't really know what to do with it anymore. Your audience might not really know what to do with it anymore. And also figuring out like a new direction that's actually fun. And maybe a little, I don't know. I think I'm putting too much, I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot. It's been kind of my life for the last little while. Because I gotta do something else. I don't know exactly what yet. I have a couple of ideas. I just feel like there's a lot of pressure to, like, if I'm gonna do something different, I'm putting some really undue pressure on the first one to be good. And I don't really know where to start sometimes. Like, I don't know. I want them to be longer. I want it to be something that you can actually put on and eat a meal over that's like at least 15, if not 20 or 25 minutes long. But I also wouldn't mind it being like scripted and a little more intentional. And I don't know how people write scripts that take longer than 4 minutes to read. Because whenever I write a script and I read it, maybe I talk fast, or maybe they're just really concise, but I get like 3.5 minutes of content out of writing and reading something. I just write too short. My word count is spare. Yeah, no, I won't know until I try, but it's just kind of a lot of pressure, because like if you're putting things out and they're flopping, not only did that video take a bunch of time and effort and then not really go anywhere, but also it could hurt your future videos, because if YouTube doesn't trust your channel as much, it's not going to even try showing your newer videos to more people. So it's kind of a lot of pressure to not make something that stinks, because like you could actively like tank not only that video but like your future. It would be nice if it was just about being scared of trying new things, but there's like actual algorithmic consequences. And a lot of pressure to do things that you have already been doing that work well. Got a good feeling about today, fingers crossed. Alright. What if it's this one? It could be this one. Do you have archive footage to use for other things? Yeah. Gotta hear the music for the Ulatek fight, gotta say, very God of War. Is that a compliment or derogatory? It's gotta be a compliment, right? Stack 4 of your videos, time how you naturally speak. Stack 4? What does stack 4 mean? In Palworld, I am level 27. I just beat the second boss because I am in hardcore, so I'm being a little... Well, I'm not being that careful. I should be being a little bit careful because it's hardcore character loss, hardcore pal death. So any pals that die are gone, and if my character dies, it's gone. Oh, it's a warning. I don't think making a second channel is the move. I think that getting a fresh channel off the ground is extremely hard. I guess that it would prevent the algorithm thing, but also you'd be starting over again from scratch at 13 views a pop. Yeah, it would not. I don't think I can pay my mortgage with that. Luckily, I can pay my mortgage with Twitch, at least at our current numbers, which gives me some breathing room. As long as I can stream 3 hours a day and still have enough energy to like think of things and do things and not be like too creatively burned out or fried to do anything else, I think that I'm chilling because I can afford stuff based on just stream, and then I have a little bit of room to work with on YouTube. It's okay if my YouTube doesn't make me that much money for a while. It's just spooky. If your videos average about 4 to 5 minutes, that's about 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, you mean just like make 4 videos and then just put them back to back into one? It's a me problem. It's not a problem you guys have to help me fix. I'll do something. Oh, to rehearse speed and cadence. I don't know if talking... I mean, maybe, yeah. I don't know if people want me to talk slower. I think I just need more to say. No, you're fine. You're totally fine. I am also queen of shooting down good ideas. It's very hard to give me good constructive criticism that I will take on board, because there's a lot of good constructive criticism that I will not take on board because I'm just not a big enough person. It's, especially for something as personal as this, it's tough to get out of your box. Do you have an opinion about the Mythic Plus gate going on at the moment? I don't know if there's much of an opinion to have. It was funny. That's my take, is I thought the whole thing was pretty funny and a little bit unbelievable, but I guess it happened, which makes it even funnier. I don't know if there's really like an argument to be had. Obviously it was cheating. It got action. That's kind of the end of it. How do you choose what to do in WoW? Also, how much do you play every day? Lately, I've been playing exactly as much as I stream, so 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. And I just kind of pick a thing, really. Usually if there's new content out, like a new season, I will try to do new things. But right now, because we're sort of at the end of a patch, I'll look at the backlog of different collecting options that I could do. Sometimes I just have all the things pick a random thing. Or sometimes my friends are like getting together like keys or something, so I might set up a character to do Mythic Plus. Just kind of depends on what's going on around me. It's from 3 to 7 minutes long, bis length, long enough for context, short enough for brevity. Yeah. Yeah. It depends on what it's about. For a raid guide, absolutely. I like raid guides to be 3 minutes or less if I can. Love a super short raid guide because you want to be able to read that while you're on a flight point to the raid or to watch it. As long as it's enjoyable, seems to find its niche. Yeah. Enjoyed your stream for 7 years. I don't think you need to change anything. Well known in the WoW community, built a following and a great reputation. It's very sweet. I'm not planning on changing my stream at all. I'm happy with my stream. I feel that I need to change my YouTube because I feel burned out doing the same things I've been doing. I don't have the same excitement to do them anymore. And I can't sit down and make them happen anymore. I feel like I need to change or else I'll quit kind of thing. Just on YouTube, though. How about Raid Shadow Legends advertising? That's true. It's an area we haven't explored yet. Seeing you fight that elite frog, just finishing my 1 p.m. breakfast. There's a frog you eat in St. Lucia called mountain chicken. Oh. Is it yummy? Is it good? Yeah, raid guides must be short enough so I can watch while doing trash up to the boss. I have been accumulating some marl. Yeah, I am somewhere in the neighborhood of like 40k. Hang on, let me look. 30. Yeah, something like that on my account, and I normally spend it down as soon as I get it. Patholerics. I have watched a couple actually. That's a good example of the kind of thing that I like the idea of, that I wouldn't mind trying. I was watching some different types of gaming content that are less... I feel like the modern thing, and the thing that's really fun for me to watch at least, that I think is really cool, is when it's not like the game happening in real time like it is on a stream, but it's like the creator presenting a story about what happened in a more storytelling format. I feel like WoW challenges are a good box for that. This is what I tried to do. This is what happened. This thing was unexpected. This is how it ended, kind of thing. And you can edit that in more of like a... I feel like you can have a lot of fun editing that, you know, when people get... I don't know if Patholerics does it, but some people use like green screen to like sort of like pop in and like present it and stuff. I was watching Idol. I was watching Annie Austin. I was watching... Oh, there was another one. There's a few people that do that kind of thing. And it's almost more video essay than it is gaming video. But I feel like mine would be less smart and more stupid. I feel like it would be a little dumber. Do love a good challenge run. Shout out to 20 hours of level 1 Millennia. I also feel like part of me would want to come up with an original challenge, but then part of me is like just just do an established thing that like works, that people already care about, and then just you know, credit where you found it kind of thing. I like I like the idea of like zone locked. The fish locked series from VC is very funny. What about please, Mr. Krabs? Please. You exhausted pet battle content. I think traditionally, yes. I'm sure if I wanted to, and I could make... I mean, I stopped making pet battle guides long before they stopped making pet battles, because at a certain point, watching a YouTube video just isn't the best way to solve a fight, like it used to be. Or it used to be a good one anyway, but like... Zufu's pet battles and rematch strings and pet battle scripts are all much more efficient ways to get a team together of pets that you actually have to do a fight, rather than watching some girl on YouTube narrate her way through like one pet battle with one team of pets you may or may not have. You could do something like trying to level a character with only pet battles and see how far you get there. I don't really know. You'd have to add some other rules to make that interesting, because I feel like you could do it and it would just suck. I don't think there's any real challenge there. It's just long. Yeah, I think maybe something collecting might be a good fit for me, because I'm already kind of known for that. And I do like collecting stuff. Gold making, definitely not. I like gold making, but I'm not good at it like the gold making people are good at it. They do things that I haven't even thought of. Found you when mop pet battles became a thing. Like the zone locked idea, but when I check and see the AI thumbnail, get discouraged to watch it. Yeah. Hard steer into housing stuff. I think housing is fun. I don't think housing videos have the same size of audience that I'm looking for, quite frankly. I think they're really cool. I don't know if it's a viable niche. I also, not only am I not that creative, but also I don't, like, I see some amazing videos and they're sitting with 6K views. It's not, I think, what I'm looking for. I'm not naturally gifted in that area. But yeah, maybe try a little bit of everything, see what happens. I think I did all the rares here. Let's do another one. Grab another character. What time is it? 10:30. Probably take a stream break. Stream highlights. Yeah, it was good. I could try to get more I'm sure there are stories we could tell using stuff we have on stream. I just can't get out of abstract brain. I feel like the blank page of like, how do you turn this into like a story with like a beginning and a middle and an end and like a conflict and an obstacle and how to overcome it. Like, I just can't parse it. But maybe I just need more practice. I will be right back. What? Sometimes it's hard to pick him up because you gotta support both ends, and sometimes he just kind of pancakes. Are you one of those cats? Are you one of those cats that people just like flop around and they're like, look at how chill this cat is? Is that you? You gonna bite me? You gonna chew on me? Why? They're both so floppy. Accordion cat. My kitty's sleeping on my desk. I'd ask you to pet the kitty for me, but sometimes you don't want to wake him up. You're so big. You got so big. This might be unnecessary to say, but I really love cats, man. Tuna's right under my desk too. He's sleeping on the floor. Hi, Tiki. Alright. Another character time. Let's grab Ficus. Let's their hadn't guessed. I know it's like a big secret, right? It's just such a big secret. Oh, that's my hair. That's my hair. We should find a comfy way to sit, huh? Ugh. Simpsons house and wow. 1 Simpsillion video is guaranteed. House made entirely out of things copy-pasted from other people's houses. Stealing a house. Actually, that might work. Yoinking house builds. Oh, he's purring. He's purring. Hi. Hi. Okay, what are we gonna do, Tiki? We're gonna get a mount, right? Where are we gonna get a mount? Where is it? This character is not in Warmode. I'll do a lap, but if I don't find anything. Next you're gonna tell me you like WoW. Hi. Can't wait for pets to be in housing. The digital version of you is gonna have a place to live too, huh? Can't wait for pets. Alright. Before I abandon the topic. What was I gonna say? The other thing I need to get over if I'm gonna make longer and maybe more detailed videos in a different style is I need to get used to the idea of working on something that you cannot finish in one day or one sitting or like 4 hours. A lot of the things that I've done are kind of start and finish in the same day kind of things, and I feel like without that my brain has a very hard time motivating if it can't see the end of it. And I know how you work around that. I know you body double and you get your, you know, your stimulants or whatever. Slam your coffee and you break it into small pieces and you narrow your scope and you celebrate when you're done. And I've read it all. I've read all the advice. But it's just hard. It's so hard. If I had been a person that had gone into academics, I would have been the kind of person who never finishes a thesis because a big project that takes that long is my absolute kryptonite. Gone back to Orbos and I'm alone. Amazing how quick old content gets forgotten. Were a ton of people there last week for time walking. A few, yeah. Mall's got a few people. Easier said than done. Remember the self-help book phase. I stopped when I realized they were all just snake eating themselves. They were all regurgitating ideas from each other. Everyone's quoting the same like 5 studies about self-improvement and performance. And once you've kind of read the original studies, you're like, well, I guess I got it. I guess that's it. Maybe another book won't fix me. It's just so tempting to believe that just one more book will definitely fix you. This rare's dead. What if we go this way? Left the pink hair, it's giving. Thank you, Balm of Gilead. How you doing? Simple, just not easy. Yeah, annoying. There's the grim and uncomfortable truth of if it takes a lot of hard work to become really great and I'm not willing to do a lot of hard work, perhaps I am in fact not going to be that great, and that's okay. Maybe I'm fine with that. A lot of those books start out with are you gonna be in the 90% or the 10%? And I think I found out I'm not gonna be in the 10%. They work too hard and I don't got that kind of mojo. It's just gonna have to be okay. Yeah. Nothing says your life can't be fulfilling and worthwhile while still being vastly in the sea of average mediocrity. Maybe I don't need to overachieve. That's probably fine. One realizes they can't be fixed, have to deal with the hands that they've been dealt. Yeah, it's okay to be average. One thing I've seen help you the most was yoga. Exercise must release some kind of repair chemical. Yoga in particular, especially when I was doing it at the studio regularly, is really good at activating your, I forget what it is, the parasympathetic nervous system. It can manually swap you into like a mental resting mode. Not just the exercise, but the combination of that plus the breath work plus the meditation of it is really grounding. It's unfortunately also kind of hard. Especially when you struggle to show up to things, like at home on your own. So I don't do as much of it now that I moved away from the city and I don't live by my studio anymore. Rest mode is parasympathetic, right? Yeah. That's the one that yoga's really good at tapping into. And when you've spent like the past like X amount of years just like crunched up in fight or flight mode, it can be very nice to just find a thing you can do that helps you actually chill for one gosh darn second of your life. Hi. Anxiety is very good at making you feel like you are always in a state of mild emergency. The meditation aspect of yoga helps my stress a lot. I think I have to turn on war mode. I don't think I'm finding anything out here. Being relaxed in this economy? No can do, best I have, anti-anxiety meds, and binge eating. Yeah. We all cope in our own ways. My favorite is endlessly scrolling and searching and consuming media online thinking that just one magic fact or perspective is gonna shift my whole mindset and then I won't have any of my current problems anymore. I'm lucky in that most of my problems are me-based. Okay. One mount, please. No luck? Can the mount drop from any rare in the zone? Any rare in the zone. And you get 1 chance per day, per rare, per character. So that's why I'm using so many alts to do kind of a lap of as many rares as I can get. Meanwhile, I do retail therapy. The way that I would too, if I could afford to. It's probably best that I can't, because I also end up like with clutter, which doesn't help me. But I am also guilty of occasionally thinking that a personal makeover is all that I need. The annoying thing is sometimes it works. Sometimes some new clothes, a little jewelry, whatever it is, does kind of shake you up enough and get you out of a bit of a rut. keeping physically active is a massive quality of life boost, but running, but a gym, like, a-okay. Yeah. I find that it helps a lot, but if I'm doing vigorous exercise most days, I get so tired that it's kind of hard to do other things. That was the big issue I had when I was really into yoga, is I was getting like really good exercise, like 90-minute sweaty sessions, like 3-4 times a week, but I would just be so exhausted I couldn't do anything else. And I was like, oh man, that's a hump, you'll get over it. And I did it for a calendar year, and I like worked on my food and my nutrition and my sleep and everything, and it never came together. It was just too much. It was it just didn't have enough energy to do anything else. It's like, well, I feel awesome, but I'm not really doing anything. I'm not really getting anything done. Yeah, sometimes retail therapy works. Started collecting Disney pins again last year. Was Labubos. Get myself all sorted here. Make sure I'm not running over tuna. Yeah, everything's a trade-off in the end, right? Why can't I just have everything for free with no effort? How come that's not a thing? That's why I do a lot of my big sessions later in the day. Yeah, that's smart. I used to get up really early to go because that was the only time that I could go. Not much of a morning person. Yeah, I was doing the Mythic 16 variety of yoga, it's true. It was a lot. I would probably do better if I got into more classes that were more medium, like the ones I'm doing now, just kind of spaced throughout the week. And maybe eventually if I'm a little bit more liquid, I might do that. It's just expensive. But the difference between at-home yoga for free and paid yoga in a room somewhere is that the paid yoga I'll actually go there because I paid for it. If it's at home and it's free, and it's just on my own and no one knows if I showed up to it or not, I'm not showing up to that. You telling me I could keep my pajamas on? I'm gonna be like that Target pillow and namaste in bed. Hi. That's my mouse. You're being so cute. You're being so cute. I want to go to a yoga class. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. It's awesome. It's also really nice to learn yoga and to practice yoga in front of a teacher because they can correct you and they can kind of let you know if you're approaching something wrong and give you pointers on like what to do something safely and correctly, and how to actually progress, because it's not as dangerous as some things, but if you are doing a lot and you are doing it incorrectly, it can be very dangerous. You can absolutely injure yourself, and having a teacher to look at you and be like, maybe turn your hands this way and support yourself with these muscles is very helpful. Free sessions in the parks here during the summer, pretty awesome. Been laughing at Target being so cringe trying to make a new acronym RTT. What's RTT supposed to be for? Oh, run to Target. You know what's unfortunate is I think that might work. I think that might catch on. Could never do work from home. Mental association with home is lazy. Some people I'm sure must have an easier time of it than others. I've been doing it for a long time and I'm not that good at it. I'm really not. Luckily, you guys haven't fired me yet, so I'm still here. I think if I had a real boss and real metrics, I either would have worked harder on account of having a real boss and real metrics, or I would have been fired years ago. Using another back to school ads. Hazel nutty goat. That's what you wanted, right? One goat impression coming right up. Thud. Not that they smack themselves in the heads, but they smack their heads into other things. Flying around looking for the rare, and then I realize it's your stream making that sound. Yep. Yep. Speaking about working hard, saw the new shorts. They're cute. We like you. Aw. Whenever we have, if you guys ever see something fun on stream, don't be afraid to press the clip button. It massively helps me figure out when anything happened, because otherwise I have to remember if anything fun happened and then look for it in 3 hours. And then I usually don't do that. I don't even know what qualifies as fun or clip-worthy anymore, though. I've heard of the concept of people clip farming, and I don't really get it. I think I'm too out of touch. Good mentors and bosses want money that most people don't have, or time they don't have to give. The natural separations happen that give statistics like the 19-10%. That's what I was aiming for yesterday, and it was very helpful. I found the tuna clip because of your clip. He's so floppy. It makes me chuckle. I'll press the button. Thank you. Appreciate it. Simple-minded chuckle at everything. Oh my gosh. I can just camp at this one. You guys can't see it, but Tiki's on my desk, and my hand is on my mouse, and he's holding my finger. Like, he's holding a paw on the tip of my finger, and it's really warm, and his beans are really soft. You a good information, but rarely funny, different breed. It's okay, I'll try not to take that personally. At least they think the information's good. Keep people like me away from the clip suggestion. It'll be nothing but pics of Moosey and a streamer named BRB. It's okay, my mom thinks I'm funny. Sometimes I think my sense of humor is specifically catered around making my mother laugh. Or trying to make my mom laugh. This is like the one primary goal of anything. Maybe that doesn't translate universally. $874 gold repair bill. They think I'm made of money? My goodness. I think UK Canadian humor has some crossover too. Yeah, a little more dry. Sometimes goes a little under the radar. Regardless, top-notch streamer. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I do agree that I don't think that the stream lends itself to specifically funny moments in a clip kind of way, the way some other streams might. And sometimes when they happen, I don't think to press the button. Because we're not doing anything super high octane. Working on old class holotuves, making me miss the Legion zones. Not really been here for years. High Mountain's so nice. High Mountain's gorgeous. Vel'Shirah was one of my favorite Enchanted Forest zones back when that was kind of a novelty and not something that they did. House dyes are one-time use. Yep, they're consumable. You're gonna want stacks of them. Partner and I are here for the clever turns of phrase and wordplay. Oh my goodness, a turn of phrase. I feel like I'm in Hamilton. Unlock the option when used. No, you use one die to turn one item that color and then the die is consumed. It would be nice if it worked your way. I would appreciate that. Maybe you should try some more screaming. Be evil Hazel, go in PvP server to camp people. Yeah, controversial stuff always does well, but I don't think you guys have to worry about that for me just because I don't have the blood pressure for it. It would stress me out too much. Hi. Can I move the mouse, please, my love? He has, like, one paw on each side of the mouse, and he's just like, it's stay put. This rare is gonna spawn eventually. Oh, there it is. Alright, one mount, please. Hazel dyed her housing curtains pink? Drama. Cats do like playing with mice. Being a political streamer focused on Warcraft and lore politics. Hazel's Warcraft in lore politic takes. Who's this dude in charge of the council? What's been his last good idea? Get this guy out of here. This Erator kid leading the army, what's he done? What are his recommendations? I think this is nepotism. Just like 25 minutes. Hashtag Hearthisted. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Erator is flopping. I don't know who's popping. I only know how to bully people. I don't know how to build them back up. Where's the proof of life of Anduin? Oh god. Oh, we commanded Chandris, who's like 10,000 years old. Doo-doo. Not really up. We could wait though. This one dropped the map for somebody. Tiki is dangerously close to leaning on the stream deck. Which is fine, but if my scenes start changing or if it says that the stream's over, it's not over. I'm sorry, but Erator's hair is dumb. I think Erator's little head tattoos where he has the light on one side and he has the void on the other side because his dad is all light and his mom is all void is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's... I feel like that's... Oh my god. Ever? I don't know, man. I looked at that guy one time 4 months ago and I'm still thinking about it. It's pretty dumb. Where is Illyria? Find out next time. Anduin's secretly a dragon, the love child of Anixia Bolfar. Oh dear. Make Murlocs. Nope. I'll stop. Oh man. I can't sit here and I don't know. I don't want to be the food critic who doesn't cook anything though. I also, it's not fair for me to rag on the lore because I'm not into it. It's not for me. I don't want to yuck someone's yum just because it's not my thing. Can't get my rarity to work. I also am not using rarity because the current version's not working, but I've heard that the alpha version does work if you change the version in your add-on manager to alpha or something like that. I haven't done it myself, but I've heard that that's the thing. Illyria is sighted holding hands with Xal'atath. They're not friends. Were they roommates? Honestly, the less you know about it, the funnier it'll be. Can't really blame Erator for his bad sense of fashion sense. He has horrible parental figures in his life. Are we taking fashion cues from our parents, though? I know we get everything from our parents. I feel like clothing is the one thing that you decide for yourself in your life. Running the alpha, and it's fine. To be fair, I do think coming to WoW for the lore is like going to the desert for the swimming experience. Don't like those tattoos. I think his head tattoos are so silly. It's just a little too on the nose. It's so on the nose that the nose is gone. The nose has been pushed back into the head like a silicone ball. My dad owns 1 pair of shorts, 1 cap, and like 3 t-shirts. No fashion from him. Took my fashion sense from a 15-season TV show about emotionally constipated monster hunters. Oh my god, you have to tell me which one. I need to know if I'm gonna get my fashion sense from there too. I don't know what my fashion sense is from anymore. It's kind of wandering off into its own direction. Oh, Supernatural. What do they wear in Supernatural? Supernatural fashion inspo. I'm looking it up. Fashion inspo. Oh, this is just what I wore in high school. I'm pretty sure that... Hang on. Make sure there's nobody naked on here. I am pretty sure that this outfit in the large over here was clothes that I literally had during high school. The army green jacket and like the Henley top with the laced cami underneath it and a chunky necklace and a weird belt. Yep. Been there. Now, you're probably not wearing women's fashion, but... yeah, not a bad look. Still works. Gets the job done. I love my flannel. I don't know if it goes with my pink hair, though. I haven't felt the urge to wear my flannel since I dyed my hair. I've been wearing more solid colors. I guess it's summer, so I'm wearing t-shirts. Still no mount? No, not yet. Not yet. It's hard to move the mouse with a kitty on it. Yeah, gotta find your own style versus focusing on fashion. Don't be afraid to let your style change if you want to. You don't have to. If you want. Change is always there. Maybe a light blue flannel? Yeah, that might be nice. I could see it. It is fun to try new clothes. Only 1 decor duel achievement left. Be the last hider. Ooh, that's a fun one. We should all just use Murloc onesies. Full penguin costume. Love a fleece onesie, but boy are they warm. Nothing gets hot quite like a button-up fleece bag that you sit in that does not breathe. See a tank? What kind of fishies do you have? You should totes set up a fish camp. That tank is home to a female betta fish named Lettuce. I think we're friends, but she may also want to kill me. She likes to try to jump out of the tank whenever she's eating, which is terrifying, and I have to be ready to, like, block it with my hand. I also have a 20-gallon long tank in a different room with... It's planted, it's freshwater, it's got Harlequin Rasbora, and it has an Epistogramma. I've got an Episto in that one. Have Tuna and Tiki discovered lettuce? No, but Tuna likes to try to drink out of the aquarium filters. I think because they're running water, and I have to stop that because that can't be good for his tummy. He likes to sit on top of the shrimp tank. I've also got a shrimp tank with potentially maybe just one shrimp in there. They're not doing real good. I gotta think about what I want to do with that. But, he likes to sit on top of the shrimp tank and try to drink the water. I just gotta get him a cat fountain, I think. I think the thing to do is to get him a cat fountain and then pretend that it was his, like, hide it, you know? Like, turn it on, plug it in, but then hide it and pretend like he found it, like it's a secret thing. There are snails in there. There are definitely snails. I have some ram's horn snails. I think there might be some Malaysian trumpet snails in there. I could do bigger snails. Shrimp singular tank? Yeah, kinda. It's only a 5-gallon tank, though. You don't want to go too crazy. Same way we suggest things to Hazel. Yeah, you gotta let me find it and think it's my idea. You guys watch, movie... Wow, I'm losing all my connecting words. Have you guys seen the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding? It's from the 2000s. It's a rom-com. It's one of my favorite rom-coms of all time. It's like a good rewatch. It's more about family than it is about the romance, and there's a funny scene in which the daughter and her mother need to convince her father to let her go back to school, which in today's terms is kind of crazy, but it's a traditional family. And they have to make it seem... Oh no, it's not to go back to school, it's something else. Work at the travel agency or something, and they have to pitch it to him in a way that makes him think it was his idea. Yeah. So many times. Windex fixes everything. That's both me trying to introduce things to my cats and also people trying to introduce stuff to me. Lead the horse near the water and let them think it was their idea. You think I watch movies? Do you watch movies? You wanted a plain less bred betta and instead you got a betta piranha hybrid, right? She's jumpy. She looks good though. Her fins look good. I do need to do some work on her tank, but she's active, she's eating. She doesn't have any sign of tumors or fin rot at this point, which I appreciate. I had a lot of problems with that with previous bettas. The tank's plants are only kind of doing okay. They're a bit stalled out. I think the light kind of sucks. I've had it for a very long time, and it's not that powerful. I think I could do with a better light, but the better light might also kind of like blow out the stream because it's in the background. I pretty much just watch YouTube and Twitch. That's how the last boss worked. Had to pitch the idea, so he thinks he made it up. Brain can't compute a 10-minute video. I miss Foo. The flower horn? The channel or the fish and the fish itself? The channel was such a magical time on YouTube. Oh, I love that. Same thing happens in the play Fiddler on the Roof. Yeah, that's right! Tevye trying to convince, oh, what was the mom's name in Fiddler? Forget. That the daughter marrying for love is okay. Well, he made up the whole dream! Yes. I had a dream. It was terrible! I love that play. I've seen it so many times. I've seen the theater version a bunch of times, but I've seen the movie a few times too. I did see voicemails for Isabel. I did have the same thought. I thought, edited differently, this is just an episode of You. It's being played as romantic. And it's not even that I think they should have done it differently. I think sometimes there's a, I don't know. in media. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I did watch that and I had the exact same thought. Golda, that's right, it's Golda. Tevye and Golda. Fiddler is an example of, I was talking to my mom about how musicals have a habit of filling the first act with banger songs and upbeat numbers and spectacle and fun. And then the second act is usually when all of the grim stuff happens and everyone starts dying and it gets all like depressed and downbeat and sad, but you can't leave the theater because you've already been there for an hour and a half. I feel like Fiddler does that. I feel like Hamilton does that. I feel like Wicked does that. It's gotta be a thing. Yeah. The Tailor? No. The Butcher. Played Yenta in high school and we did it for show choir. Oh, that would be so fun. Have I got a match for you? He's handsome. He's young. Alright, he's 52. True? Oh, I love that song. I can't. I'll just do the whole stream. I need more rares. I'm not finding them. I may as well go turn on war mode in this character too. Let's do it. Yeah, you need at least one good banger in the final act. Yeah, a lot of lines. I love how she just shows up in your house and just like forgets what she came there for and just wants to like hang out. I should swing by Dame Bloodshed and see if she wants to drop the pit. It's so far. I'm flying so far. My kitty's so cute on my desk. He's all sleeping, and he's managed to find a spot where he's not in the way a little bit. And he's just snoozing. He looks very wise when he's asleep. Kind of looks a little bit like Yoda. Alright, one pet, please. Or do we want to use all our luck on the pet? Well, no danger of that. It's hard to say that I've been farming it for X days when some days I feel like I'm just not getting the kills in. I've gotten some in today, but like when you can't find the rares up, it's tough. I actually got voted for best secondary female lead for my classmates, which is wild. Only award I got in high school. That's really cute. Theater's so much fun. It's one of those things. I guess I haven't been involved in theater in a really long time, so I don't really know if it's changed much. But I feel like the fundamental format is something that hasn't changed that much, which is kind of refreshing nowadays. Alright, we have, well, honestly, it's only 3 more rares. Doing backstage work in high school for theater was one of the best experiences of my life. You get to wear one of those, like, all black outfits with, like, a black beanie so that you blend in. Incredibly formative. What do you think about Devour, Demon Hunter? You know what? I've literally not once in my life tried it. I am not a big Demon Hunter player to begin with. I do have one. I think he's one button rotationed his way through like the Legion class hull and stuff for collecting purposes. But they added Devour as a spec and I thought, huh, and I not once logged in and spec'd over to try it. The urge did not hit me. The inkling never occurred. I'm sure it's fun. I have friends that like it quite a bit. It seems cool. I just don't have the drive to check it out. I feel like I don't really have the drive to check out any new classes. I don't know what they could make that would really make me want to play something new. I don't think novelty is what I'm craving in WoW anymore. Oh, this one's up. Maybe a mount. Let's kill it and see. Been killing Farak with 12 characters each week for a month now. I'll just start killing rares, get frustrated with that. Take a little Farak break. First time I played Devour, was a little bit confused. It's mid-range, right? Like, it's not melee like other Demon Hunters. Priest, please, Blizz. I need a Priest DPS spec that isn't edgy. That's the best argument so far I've heard for another Priest DPS spec. Man, these Shadow Priests, they're just too emo. It's fair, valid, accurate. Haven't tried it either. Meant to, and then I just didn't. After 20 years in the same main class, I don't think anything new will make me change. Yeah, I feel that. I did try Evoker when they came out with it. That was the last time. And I guess Dragonflight was a few years ago now, which is upsetting to think about, but that was the last time that I really tried something new. I spent 2 seasons as pre-Voker. Mid-range DPS, very good burst damage when you play good. That is always the asterisk, isn't it? This thing is awesome if you're good at it. I still want a Blood Mage Sorcerer type class that has a heal spec. That used to be my go-to thing. Like, whenever people asked me what class I wanted added, I wanted some kind of a Sanguimancer. Some kind of a Blood Mage with, yeah, like some kind of healing capabilities would have been cool. I wanted an edgier spec. I wanted to go full Blood Vampire. Not to be confused with, you know, other types of vampires. Yeah, Nazuro really did kill that Evoker. That was brutal. Not so much Nazuro, more of a lack of Nazuro. I can't believe not only... So for context, I played an Evoker for a couple seasons in Dragonflight, and I was looking to main it again going into Season 3. But in Season 2, there was a legendary weapon that you could get, and you kind of needed it for going forward. It was going to remain good for some time. And it just wouldn't drop. I raided and I raided and I raided, and they added bad luck protection at a certain point, and I raided and I raided, and it dropped for everybody but me, and we kept raiding, and it didn't drop for me. And not only did it not drop, but there was a yell effect that would happen anytime any evoker on the server turned in their quest to redeem their Nazuro. There would be like a cry echoes from the mountaintops or some garbage, and every single time I'd just be like, oh, 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 chip damage, until I just couldn't couldn't do it. What are your thoughts on BlizzCon? I went back in 2023, seemed okay, but I only play WoW. It's fun. If you've been once, you kind of already know if you like it, though. I've been twice. I'm not planning to go this year. I might do it again one day, but I might not. I'm pretty neutral on it. I think it is definitely worth going at least once, but if you have been once, you kind of already know if it's worth it for you or not. I wouldn't expect it to be much different from the first time. If anything, it might be a little bit less novelty. Get free invites? No, not usually. One year I did get invited, but I got invited last minute after I'd already bought my ticket, because of course you bought your ticket, because you kind of have to have them locked down way ahead of time because they sell out. So I ended up having to, I think I ended up giving away my ticket because I didn't want to sell it, because they did get me in on a different pass, but they did it pretty late in the planning at the time. This was a long time ago though. Remember Hazel rage crashing an Evoker? I think the class spec is dead to her now. I briefly thought about trying it again, but I just, I was already kind of on my way out of it because I just missed being a gnome. I missed being a gnome. I didn't really want to be a Drakthir anymore. That BlizzCon bundle feels a bit boring this year, but that's just me. I'm sitting it out. I'm not doing it. Hazel, where's the mount? Where is it? If you could have a gnome visage, maybe. Big maybe. Excited. This will be my first BlizzCon. Oh, it'll be so fun. Especially if you can meet up with anybody that you know, like if you have guildies going. But even if you don't, you'll meet people there. I'm not the kind of person that can walk into any place and make friends, but BlizzCon was different because everyone kind of has some common ground. Alright, this character's done with rares. Who else do we got? I'm not going this year, no. Also, my first BlizzCon gonna be wild. I don't know what it would have to happen for me to go again. Something. It's a lot easier and comfier and cheaper to stay home and enjoy it from home. I can't even pretend, oh man, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna network. I'm gonna schmooze. I don't have a schmoozing module. I can't network. I can barely talk to strangers. Who am I kidding? I went one year, I went to like 2 industry parties. I talked to nobody and then went back to my room. Like, it's not worth the plane ticket. Oh dear. If the Pango was at BlizzCon, would you go? Pango's not a BlizzCon. Is it each rare you kill has an equal chance at a mount? Yeah, should be. Should be. Just gotta get lucky eventually. I don't know why we can't get Evoker on other races. Dragons can have any visage. Best they could come up with was elf number 5. Yeah. Who is here? Void-touched crustacean. I'm going for my first time. It's going to be a glorified shopping trip. I was so excited when I went back in the day to like get a bunch of merch and bring it home, and I like wore the hell out of that merch for years and years. I got a couple of hoodies. One of them I still have. It's a little thin now, but it's done some time. And like, yeah, like the pillows behind me. I guess you can't see them in this shot, but like I got those at BlizzCon, and they've been proudly occupying office space ever since. Yeah, the magical summer hoodie, right? I think it's worn in well enough now that it's become the wood chopping hoodie. Tuning into the BlizzCon stream to hate watch the Classic Plus expectation fest that's unfolding. The most undeliverable game in existence is the game that exists in their head. Yeah, I can see that. They must have something, right? There's been so many rumors. I do think sometimes rumors are just rumors, but I think sometimes when there's smoke, there's fire. I don't know anything, but it wouldn't shock me if they were up to something. Used to really want to go, but the desire has stopped, so I probably won't be going. Also get uncomfy in big crowds. Yeah. And it's really exhausting, especially if, you know, I think we're both the same in that it is kind of stressful being around a lot of people. It's, where's he down? Don't know how to bring up conversations. None of my friends are in a Blizzard game, so I was planning to go alone. The no changes crowd is going to be upset. Is there a no changes Classic Plus crowd? Because I feel like you could just, and this is controversial, play Classic, right? Am I crazy, or is that not just what Classic is? It's still there. Are there really people that want Classic Plus with no changes? What's the plus? What is it? There's gonna be drama. Partner would want to do Disney, which is also so stressful. Yeah. A lot of money, a lot of stress, a lot of fun, but yeah, it's busy. Too much logic, not enough suck. Oh man. Kill for that flying bear mount. Classic plus minus. Classic divided by 0. Classic plus minus, it just negates back to classic, right? You just go all the way around the math equation and you realize you didn't do anything. Classic integers. This shard is nice and empty. Appreciate this. Maybe this will be my mount. feel like Classic Plus is going to be a nightmare for Blizzard. No matter what, Classic players are going to whine. Anything they do, plus like races or zones, I feel like retail players. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like some people just want like a new thing to do. They just want like another endpoint where everyone kind of collectively agrees, okay, you know, like all the Classic players, we're going to play this. People will for sure whine about them, but that's kind of a given. I don't think you should even try to avoid that because, like, you can't. It's completely pointless trying to not upset anybody. Not a possible thing to do. Legit have no idea how many WoW versions we have right now. It's a lot. Apparently, it's kind of a surprising amount. I hadn't thought about what it's like for somebody who wants to play WoW who's like, well, wait, which one? Which one should I do? Like, I've always been kind of a retail person, and to me, that's always been kind of like the core WoW, but like, plenty of people play and start and enjoy any number of other different versions. There's kind of a few of them. If you have 3 Classic Plus, and the dog ate 2 Classic Plus and a Plus, how many Classic Plus do you have? Ship of Classic Theseus theory. I don't know, they'll do something. I bet it'll be popular. People will complain, and then it'll be super popular. That's my prediction. For X amount of time until people move on to whatever the next thing is. No version reigns forever. They all go through ebbs and flows. Some people raise an interesting point. Let's say they finally add new races, like Naga, Ogres, or Murlocs for Classic Plus. How many seconds does it take until people raise hell that these races have to be added to retail? Oh, for sure. I don't think they should let that stop them from doing it. But, yeah, no, for sure, 100%. People, WoW players, have a long, detailed history of demanding fairness, whatever that means. Fairness and parity in terms of, like, well, Alliance got this, so Horde needs this. Rogues got this, so Paladins should get that. It's like a gigantic bunch of siblings who are all comparing Christmas presents to make sure that everybody got exactly the same thing. And it's not like that's not a valid thought to have, but it's like a pastime, I swear, in some parts of like the WoW community, to be like, wait, but blank got this, how come this one doesn't have it? And it's just like, it never ends. I do not have the companion pet from Dame Bloodshed. I do not. I've been killing it every now and then, but not super often because I finished getting the mounts from Eversong, so I'm really living in Zul'Aman. Maybe they hit us with Shadowlands Plus. Meanwhile, second cousin Nettie's is WoW Christmas's presents. Oh yeah. True. Guilty of wanting Nightborn Demon Hunters just because Void Elves got it. Yeah, I think they should make all the things. I think, especially because a lot of the things people are asking for are not like complicated or hard or controversial. It doesn't really cost them a lot to make people happy. I think they should make Amani trolls. Do it. Buff ones. But yeah, it's very predictable that any time that any one of the WoW children gets a Christmas gift, the rest of them are going to want it. Wonder if they're going to charge a base price for it. Really hope they don't do something weird to the sub, like make it a separate sub, try to justify a price increase. I bet that they would do, if I'm guessing, which of course I am, I don't know anything. I bet they wouldn't mess with the sub. They would do the same sub structure, but they would probably do even more microtransactions. That's the best way for them to print money from it and to really take advantage of the popularity, is not by trying to get more sub fees, but by keeping it accessible, by keeping it included in the general WoW sub, and then just putting buyables in there the way that they've been doing for retail. They make bank on those. They must. Never increase sub. Better to add stuff in the store. Yeah, I think that's 100% their move. Waiting for retail to give me something to look forward to? Right now it feels like here's 10 ways to get gear, find your own fun, which is cool, but I personally don't feel like a lot of what I'm worth in what I'm doing or achieve. Yeah. It's very kind of make your own goals. And it's not that there aren't goals, it's that there's too many of them for any one player to finish them all. Which makes it kind of hard to, you're right, like everyone's so fragmented, it's kind of hard to feel that same sense of like this is how I beat this kind of thing. Day 1 WoW tokening WoW Classic would be so funny. Could totally see it. I don't think you're the only one that feels like that. Nobody home? As my interest in WoW dwindled, just don't care about Classic Plus. Probably gonna... Yeah. Have you been playing other versions of Classic, though? It might just be a bit out of your, just like it is for me. It's just not really, like, my zone. Oh, a rare? Do you think he has the mount? Hi, Mr. Devouring Invader. One mount, please! Peppy, you're running real close to the line with that one. Wish I continued in Season of Discovery. Didn't realize they would go so far, add so much. Here's a dumb question. Very dumb question. Is Season of Discovery not like Classic Plus? I played very early in Season of Discovery, and my understanding it was a version of Classic, but they were going to add new things to it, which I kind of thought was like the basics for Classic Plus. I left it too early to really get a good grip on it, though, so I'm pretty under-informed. I'm guessing people want more than that. It's not the Classic Plus they wanted. What is it missing? Is it that they didn't make, like, new raids and dungeons? It was testing for Classic Plus. Oh, they did add new dungeons. They added dungeons were neat. Huh. I didn't play it that long. I tapped out of it very early because they wanted me to find a bear cave to get a hunter power, and I was like, I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to discover it. No one tell me, no spoilers. And I played and I played and I played, and I scoured Teldrassil, and I finally found out that after I caved and looked it up, the bear cave that they wanted after I'd scoured every single cave was not a cave. It was just a pile of meat between some mountains. No back, no front, no walls, no ceiling. So mad at that. Oh, it was a test run for Classic Plus, yeah. How's Warlock tanks? What else do they want? The gist I get is that most Classic Plus fans want what Turtle WoW did versus Season of Discovery. You can call it whatever you want. It's Classic Plus new content. 10 out of 10 simply because it let me spam Wrath. I'm going the wrong way. Make myself dizzy over here. Stopped playing Season of Discovery when I saw the list of stuff you had to do to tank as a lock. Scarlet, it's okay for people to disagree. You guys don't have to. You guys don't have to settle on an opinion. Maybe this is the rare. One mount, please. Oh. No, not that one. Next rare. Could always be the next one. How long does it take to get the Decor dual mount? I feel like maybe someone in chat knows. I did it before they doubled the currency. It's probably not that bad now because you get twice as much currency as before. What are people saying? Couple hours? Not even? The council has reached a verdict. Classic Plus sentence 2 years in jail, 3 hours of community service. With double currency, if you just do the daily each day, 3 sessions. Oh, super easy. Like 10 minutes a day for 3 days. Maybe an hour, yeah. Nice, okay. That's good to know. Oh, Tiki's sleeping, but his eyes are open. I can see them twitching. And his, like, second eyelid's moving. It's spooky. Oh, sleepy baby. I think he's dreaming. If you were my orange stick, where would you be? Where do you keep your pens? In my house, objects of a similar shape tend to congregate together. So anything long and thin, like a pen or a pencil, or an orange stick or a lip balm, they're all gonna kind of end up in my desk drawer. Paper-shaped objects similarly find each other. See, that's where I looked first. Yes. Scarlet, I love you. You gotta take it down a peg. You gotta chill it out just a notch. Hazel, I think that moving furniture finally caught up to me because I've been coughing nonstop and having quite the headache every time I cough. Nice knowing you. Oh no. No, don't leave us. Don't leave us. Are you almost at the end of it? Is it almost over? That's been a lot of moving. I didn't get my rare there either. What the heck? Where's my mount? One Witherbark Pango, please. I think it just started, unfortunately. Oh. I'm so sorry. Alright, next rare. Is that what that tiny thing is? Oh, hey, the rare's here. Mop is cool because of pandas. I like the silkworms. You know what they say about Miss Pandaria? It's got good bugs. Audio cat demon's waking up. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, Kiki, my love. He's falling asleep. He's oozing onto my audio mixer. Oh, baby boy. It's just not a good spot. Scooch it, maybe. That might work. There you go. Any better? Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hi, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. I know I woke you up. We good? Okay. Yeah. You can't just be laying on the mixer. That's no good. Also, I nearly died. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he's rolling. He's rolling. Hi, honey. What? Pancake cat. Hi. What if you sit here? What if you sit here? Is this a good spot? Does this work? Sound good? Okay. Something I thought was interesting at midnight, even on my maid, I've been using the health potions. Oh, yeah, health potions in the outdoor world way more often. Don't sell them anymore. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't loot it yet. Drum roll. Oh, man, that would have been really cool if it dropped after that. You would have been such a lucky kitty. He's so beautiful. Oh, doo-doo. Gotta heal myself up a little bit. I took a real beating last time. Turns out if you're gonna fight a rare in a level 82, you do need to some extent be kind of fighting it. Could listen to his chirps for hours. They're so cute. He like really fires them up when he's like extra happy. It's very cute that he has like levels to how happy he is. And Flavie was telling me to watch out because sometimes when he's happy and he's running through the house, Flabby said he saw him like picking up his front feet like more than normal and doing like jolly steps, and I need to see this. I need to see it. It sounds so cute. I haven't noticed the jolliest steps yet. You high stepping? Found it. Fell in cables. There you go. What X Fact do you think next remix should be? I would like BFA. I would accept Shadowlands. I would play anything. Man, he just, every time he does that, he just melts me. I love you so much. You're so cute. What is my cat doing there? Do we have the same one? Do we have the same one? Love BFA, I agree. I think a lot of the content in BFA, like Island Expeditions, would lend itself really well to remakes. And I think that BFA was really held back by how much it kind of sucked to progress the Heart of Azeroth, and I think Remix would take that pain point right out of it and just let you enjoy all the really cool like raids and zones and everything that it had. What if they do the Last Titan remix? Yeah, the HOA would probably be the thing, right? Give us the entire expansion to try it out. Once it's over, we just restart it and do it from scratch. They could retool a lot of old content to be better for leveling experiences too. Not sure if it is anymore. Liked doing islands. Didn't like how the rewards worked. It's Twilight Dev. It's the best thing in BFA. I guess I kind of forget sometimes when I'm thinking about it that BFA was also the expansion that had, what was it, 8.3 with the N'Zoth invasions and the Twilight Devastation and everything. I don't know if that was my favorite part of BFA. I don't know if that's what I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of Remix. Horrific visions. Yeah, imagine doing islands just getting all the bronze. I feel like that would be great. Good. I'm so happy they could stream with me. I miss them so much. I can't believe we had to stream for a whole month without them. Because you guys were in jail. You guys were in ringworm jail. How did I live without you? I don't know. I think I was sad. I think I was sad and cranky. Remix BFA where N'Zoth is actually fully unleashed would be cool. What will they do after the Last Titan? Story-wise, I have no idea. I was gonna say I wonder if they have an idea, but they must. They work quite far ahead. They must know what they're doing next. I certainly don't. Not a clue. If they remix BFA, we could finally get the Warfronts completed. Warfronts, I feel like, in Remix would be super fun. There was sort of a special moment of Warfronts when they were like, they had a lot of participation and people were doing them. Still surprised we haven't seen her again yet. Yeah, she's fun. I wonder if she has too much, like, style overlap with Xal'atath. And maybe they want to finish with Xal'atath before they open that jar yet. Next WoW expansion, World of Warcraft Inksy finds a clock. Grand Theft Undermine. Oh, you getting up again? You can sleep on my desk, you just can't lean on the audio. Doing this in multiple tunes for the XP? For the mount chances. You get one chance per rare, per character, per day. So when I've killed each rare on one character, I have to get on another character if I want to keep farming. But they are incidentally getting some XP. They're getting some XP and they're getting some Voidlight Marl. I am very slowly leveling ults by doing this. It is a valid way to do it. If I was being even more efficient about it, I would turn on, like, leveling prey in the zone for each of these guys. That would be pretty smart, because doing the rare gives you prey progress, and they could get some extra, like, experience and whatever by doing prey and Zul'Aman at the same time. But I'm really just here for the mount, so maybe I'll try that on a character sometime. I guess I could do it on this character. She's a mage. She can probably just go to Silvermoon, huh? Can she? Well, she can go to Stormwind and then take the port to Silvermoon. Let's do a prey, why not? There are are some Ashara crumbs with the Naga and the War Within and Midnight, so she's working on some stuff in the background. The Naga and the ritual sites, and now the layer in 12-1. I know what they're cooking. I will not be fooled. Each level scaled harder and harder. Yeah, I'm still only 81 on this character, so she might be okay. But on the other... Oh, buddy. On the other hand, I don't have, I'm not a very good mage. Eversong's being really generous with alt trinkets. The rares in general seem to drop a lot of trinkets. Been checking out your boss guide videos lately, and I like them. Good luck with the mount. Thank you, Armand. Thank you very much. Is this how most people get into Murder's Row? I normally take the crystal. Okay, give me just like, yeah, just the normal one for leveling. 100k XP, wow, okay. Is there a spot I can go to learn mage teleport in Silvermoon? Is there a portal trainer here? I'm level 81, you'd think I'd be able to learn how to port here. I don't think they would gate that to 90. Hazel fun out of context sentence. Not till 88? Oh, brutal, okay. 82? Teleport 82, portal 88. Okay, good to know. Well, neither one of them is... I'm not at either of them yet, so I guess I'll just set my hearth here. If I haven't already. Do I have a Hearthstone set? Honestly, doing what I'm doing now, it isn't that bad. Or just taking the portal. And then popping through the other portal. In the portal room. Gotcha, okay. Once I get another level, I'll do that then. Self-ported 82. Okay. Back to Zul'Aman. Let's see if we can reasonably do... Oh, sweetheart. I don't have any room to use my mouse. See if we can do... It's just normal prey at the same time as this rare farm. Okay. At least I know where to look for it now. That's good. Thank you, guys. Did I finish reading the out-of-context sentence? I've to homework. I have to draw balls. In an environment, make them lived. Of course. Innkeeper you just met has the same voice actor as Ashara. Excuse my friend. Someone's losing desk privileges for a second. Main a mage with all the transportation options, I don't think I could ever swap. I bet if I got used to this, I wouldn't be able to either. It would just be too comfy, too easy. Alright, Lightwood Boar is up. That's a good start. I always forget when I'm on a mage, I fly in portal like on all my other classes. Alright. I wonder if I should pick up, I should probably pick up ambush traps on this character. So that she can use the... Oh gosh, this actually might suck. It's just normal prey, but like I'm at a low level. I'm just gonna one button. Try and kill a rare first. Can I sheep my ambush? I can't. I've already used ice cold. I can use a potion actually. And I've got another one I can use if it comes to it. Oh my gosh, I'm doing no damage! I told you I was bad at this. I just want that guy to die and then I can fight off the ambush. I'm sure that'll be fine. Alright, we got combustion back. But I've used both potions. Okay. No! Oh man, I was so close. I did kill the rare. I'll go back and loot it. Oh man, I really thought I had that. Maining a druid and then switching to an alt. Hard to give up flight for him. See, this is why I got a main priest all the time and never try these other classes too much, is they're going to make me wish I played them. You don't get a lot of good gimmies as priest. You get a couple. It's not really a class people pick for the quality of life bonuses. He's gonna complain and then go sleep in the dog bed. Tiki really loves the dog beds. He looks ridiculous in them because he's a little cat and they're for a giant dog. It's very cute. I have any gear upgrades I need to be wearing here? No, no, no. Yeah. Put that on. Alright. That was arguably the hardest rare in the zone, and I got ambushed at the same time, so it might just get easier from there. You sheep an enemy throwing a gigantic meteor at it seconds later usually dispels the polymorph. I don't know, what if they changed it and made it ethical? What if we had ethical game design? Make me hard cast a fireball to break it. This rare also kind of sucks, to be honest with you, but let's try it. Speaking of sheep, Of course I'm ambushed. This is so much harder than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, there's no way. I'm super dead. I need to go get some prey traps. I need to go find some prey traps. Milk was a mistake. So that I can chuck them at an ambush to insta-end it. I don't have any extras, I don't think, to... You can warbank them, but I don't think I have any. Yeah, ambush is doing their job. In hindsight, maybe my mage was not the finest class to try this on, but I can do it. I can do it. Just gotta believe. Maybe try a little harder. Alright, here's a thought. I was gonna say pull random mobs until I get ambushed. I feel like I just need to defeat an ambush so that it, like, goes on cooldown for a second so that I don't deal with an ambush in the middle of that rare, because that rare is already hard. Here, let me just, like, fight this guy. I don't want to go too far from my thing. Half a level from hitting 90 in my mage today. This doesn't look encouraging. I am the worst possible representative of this. I'm sure I'm doing this in the hardest way. Oh yeah, there's the ambush. So we kick the pyro. We only need to get the ambush to half health. I think I need to remember that. I was probably pretty close to dispelling it earlier. And I just needed to like sink some damage into it. Because she's going to leave. She's going to go home. And now that she's gone home, I'm gonna get this. I haven't done prey in so long. Mage rough until item level 250-ish. Yeah. Yeah, my 109 is not doing me a lot of favors here. However, I defeated an ambush. I feel like they're not gonna get me with it again. Like, immediately after. So I think I can come down here. In 20 seconds I can lust. I'm also gonna sheep Ravinia and then hard pull Invader closer to me. How many mounts do you have in total? I think 1109, 1100 and... It says 1189. I think it's 1190 in my Mount Journal Enhanced count, but somewhere around there. Might have priest mounts that don't count. Okay, and then over here, get this one to come see me. Use a couple of cooldowns. I'm gonna get this mount. I'm gonna do it. Look at what we've overcome just to make this one devouring invader die. Oh no, I'm hardcasting pyro. That's not what we want. If I don't do praise and all, it's a lot more work. I swear on any other alt, it would not be this bad. I think I'm unprepared. I don't have the traps. I'm on my squishiest character. I think I'm really setting myself up for failure here. But we still did it. We did the ambush. We got the rare killed. Bada bing and bada boom. I keep an eye on my map for traps. I know they spawn in the Prey World Quest area, but I think they can also spawn anywhere. And those would help substantially. Yeah, there's a trap, so let me grab it. Hopefully I can actually loot it. Sometimes they don't go away and you don't get them. I didn't get that one. Good luck. Oh, thank you. Okay, good. I got at least one disarm trap. I'm gonna put them on my bar. I'll try for this one too. One's good. So now the next time I get ambushed, I can just insta get it. On normal, it insta solves the ambush. On harder difficulties, you still have to do some damage. Okay. But we already did the hardest one. So much extra work. Little bit. Oh yeah, I read that one already. I'm rereading. I'm recycling chat messages. If enough time passes, I can read the same one and it has new context, huh? How's that for efficiency? All right, so there's the ambush. So I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna hit it with my rearm trap, and she's going away. She's leaving. I'm hitting my health potion. Everything's fine. This is making it more exciting. This is definitely a little higher octane than just farming rares the old-fashioned way. You gotta be under-geared on a class you don't understand. Doing prey. Oh. Oh wow, I already discovered the thing. Okay. I guess we can just go finish it then. I think I won't get ambushes now. I think even if I don't go, it won't ambush me because I'm... Maybe it won't ambush me? We'll see. Don't forget the riposte. I filled the bar. I think I'm all set. It is a good tip though. Fire also in a rough spot. It's fun, which I appreciate. But yeah, it might not be the highest performing. I did briefly switch to Frost at one point, and I had a worse time with that. Mind you, doing no homework. Hazel, you know what I realized? I want Blizzard to revamp upgrading heirlooms. Look, no. Having to spend like 10k to upgrade one piece abysmal doesn't feel good. Yeah, but you do it once and then you have it forever. I can solo Mythic Amir Dracil in all classes, but bad news is Anurelos never gonna drop. Oh, he'll drop. He'll drop. Of course, this is the shard I have instant rares up on. Is the one where I'm kind of... It's a little spicy. Yeah, let me give myself my Arcane Brilliance. That'll help. I like with Fire Mage for this specifically, you get a lot of upfront burst with your combustion, which is kind of all you really need to get through a rare kill. You don't need long sustained damage. You just need upfront burst and enough survivability to not die. Wanted a Frost Mage Colterian for Tide Sage RP, and I thought it was rough. Do you miss Icy Veins on Frost? I wonder if that's what happened to me as I got on Frost and I was just looking for my cooldown. I'm like, where is it? One cooldown, please. Alright, nearly finished for today. I wonder if I'm gonna level from this prey. I don't really know how much experience you need to level it. I feel like it's better than it used to be. And you get tons of experience from doing a prey. Where are they gonna make me fight this thing? Oh, here. Okay. Problem is, when undergeared, the burst you're thinking of just isn't there. I'm definitely feeling undergeared. Maybe I'll get something good from this prey chest, though. Also, I'm still leveling. I'm level 81. There we go. One box. Of course it's a trinket. Why would it not be a trinket? Oh, yeah, it's an on-use trinket, my favorite. Well, that one's apparently D rank, so I'll just stick this on my bar. Why wouldn't it be a trinket? I don't know if I want to port back to the Sanctum. I think I'm good. See if we can find one more rare to do for, maybe one or two for a couple more mount chances before we go. The froggy hopped out of my meteor. Also a JC ring you can get at 81. Pretty good. We had a human frost mage in retail because when I first tried classic I was getting so tilted at classic mechanics died so many times that I just needed to feel powerful again. I feel like I did that too. Not on mage, but just like made a retail. I think I made a retail hunter after my hardcore classic hunter, just to refresh myself with modern hunter mechanics. Just got Mim's head. Thanks for being good luck, Hazel and Chat. Congrats, Noxery. That's a nice one. That's gotta feel good. I feel like I can finish the lap. I've got a really nice empty shard here. I don't wanna quit before I've killed all the rares here. Not when we've already gotten through the hard ones. I wanted to blink on top of him because he tends to port to you, and I didn't want him to leave my meteor this time. Oh, I should use my trinket. There we go. Wait, it did a lot of damage. What does it do? Unleash a bolt of anguish at your target, dealing damage. Residual anguish energy surrounds you, giving you leech. Oh, that's actually kind of nice for army rares now that I think about it. It's an unused trinket, but it's an unused big flat number of damage. That's kind of nice. One mount, Mr. Troll. Maybe Mr. Fish will do it. Give it a second for my combustion at least. English Trinket's equipped yet. It did a bunch of damage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've got it on. It did look weird when I moused over the tooltip. I noticed that too. I gotta get rid of some other trinkets. Alright, one mount, please, Mr. Fish. Please. No. One-handed int dagger. Do I have an offhand? No. Okay, never mind. What about like a weapon? Nobody drops a staff, do they? Some of these guys drop weapons. I've got some caster weapons. I don't have a staff. It's okay, we can anguish trinket the next guy. He is here. I'm gonna use my cooldowns first. There's the anguish trinket. Give me some leech. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, see, look at that. I'm cooking him. I'm cooking him. He's cooked. Chat, is he cooked? Am I doing it right? Any pangos? No pangos to be found. Endangered species. Very sad. Call fish and wildlife. Big problem. Wow, Hazel's so cool and hip. I especially liked it because I was playing fire and I was lighting him up with pyroblast, so he was like quite literally cooked. You're a farmin'. You're a aura farmin'. I don't think I'm aura farmin' today. Do you think it's like a bank where you can farm it some days and other days you're just sort of sitting on your savings waiting for interest, or is that too many brain cells? Stick a fork in him, he's done. 24-hour CA stream. Is this my last rare? No, one more after this. This one and then one more. Unless I just get them out here. I did use Lust last time, so that's partly why you got lit up so much, is I did Lust myself. That does tend to help your DPS, is Bloodlust. We're getting there, though. We're doing fine. I didn't get to the new... I did not get to the mine 82, but I did get pretty... Oh, pretty close. Oh, that was spooky. I thought I was gonna die. Alright, one more rare and then I gotta give up for the day. But I'll be back tomorrow. And if the rare drops them out, then I'll be back tomorrow to do something else. And if he doesn't drop them out, then I'll be back tomorrow to continue not giving up. Did you do any PvP this season? I got lit up in war mode earlier. If that counts. No actual rated PvP, no. I haven't. Dragonflight Season 2 was the last time I did rated. How dare this guy not be here? How absolutely rude of him. I was expecting one more mount chance, and he's just not here. You don't like the Priest 1800 sets? Haven't seen them. It would take more than a transmog to make me PvP. I'm gonna need like a strike of inspiration from the heavens or something. I think I need Zeus to thunderbolt me. It's been a long time. I'm retired. Also, I never played on Priest anyway. I was an Ardruid back in the day. In the 1800s on my horse and buggy. I'm gonna wait for this guy. I'm literally gonna pop open Jewelcraft and match colors until this guy spawns. I said I'm doing one more rare kill, and that's what I'm gonna do. Warden of the Weeds, just over the mountains in Eversong, drops a caster stone. It's a good tip. Pretty decent idea. Yeah, at some point some of these rares may end up in a bit of a dicey spot. Because not only will their gear kind of fall behind, but the scaling I think just gets less favorable by itself. As you get closer to level 80. It probably wouldn't hurt to just like time walk some of them to level 80 very quickly and then pop them into some gear so that they can... especially these like RP server characters that I'm finding good rare spawns on. Wouldn't hurt to finish leveling them so that they can do this more easily. What is that? Oh, do I have the YouTube video for you? Are you ready for a 4.5 minute odyssey? It's a toy. Respawn in about 20 minutes? Yeah. I can see it. But this guy could have died 15 minutes ago. You don't know. Could happen. If I see a body on the ground, or worse yet, 2 bodies on the ground, which is always interesting, because, like, how does that happen? Then I'll usually, like, leave and come back. But I feel like this guy's about to pop. I can sense it. I can taste it. The air smells like Elder Oak Talon. Christopher Nolan could never. Oh, that happens when somebody doesn't loot them. Oh, okay. People out here not looting their rares. That's the best part. Disgraceful. What does he taste like? We must know. Cedar. Which is funny because he's oak talon. You'd think he would taste more like oak. I am such a sucker for like a woodsy scented soap. Like a handmade soap with like a cedar citrus blend. Goddamn. That's good stuff. Have a wonderful rest of the day. I'll take care. See you later, Angie. You too. Love a nice bar, so makes showers so nice. And lucky for me, we have quite a lot of that kind of thing around here. I live in the right place in the world for people to be hand-making soap with woodsy cedar citrus blends of scent in it. Arguably the capital of stuff like that in the world. Friend has a candle that is scented like dirt, and I swear it's heavenly. I'm sorry, like dirt? Sniff that thing like I'm trying to get high. I know people make all sorts of weird candles. It was like a whole trend for a while. Dirt's a new one. The funny thing is I'm ragging on it, but I would probably like it too. The earthy smell of the forest floor. Why are you playing Azeroth Geographic Bejeweled? I'm waiting for Elder Oak Talon to spawn. I promised I was going to kill one more rare today for another mount chance before I go. And he had the absolute audacity to not be here, so I'm killing time waiting for him to spawn. I'm also advertising my super sick latest YouTube video. It's a one-of-a-kind cinematic masterpiece that definitely does not have too many songs and sound effects in it. Hazel, I regret to inform you that if Oak Talon doesn't drop the Pango, I'm unfortunately going to curse you with no mount luck for the next 20 days. Sorry, no take-backsies, it's in my contract. Is this because I didn't say the Stumpy thing? Coming back to haunt me. Bath and Body Works made a body care stuff scented as tomato vine. I don't know if I'd want to bathe in it, but I do get it. I love watering the tomatoes and smelling the tomato vine smell, because when you like disturb them, the oils come out. Stumpy is my employer. Yeah, I was so offended he made me curse you. Stumpy does kind of seem like the kind of person who would contract an Etsy witch. I get it. Bit of a pickle I found myself in here, actually. Oh, here's one. That should help. I already have the achievement for this. I'm really just doing this for fun. Not the Temu witches. Oh my gosh, are they on Temu now too? So summery here today. You got plans? You gonna go somewhere? Find something? Scavenger hunt? Pastry? Pie? Does tomato soap ward off skunk smell? I heard like tomato juice cleans off skunk smell. I feel like I read a story, like a children's story about them doing that. Washing everything in tomato juice to get skunk smell out of it. I've never had the bad fortune of my life to have to deal with that. It does happen to people though. Woe unto you if you don't close your car door in the woods. You are not going to like who's moved in there. It's not going to go well. 2 more rare mounts from the new patch zone? Yeah, I did hear that. I'm kind of excited. This is my excited face. One of my best friends currently en route from Boston. There will be frolicking beverages on patios. Nice. Found a raccoon in the garage bin at the job I work at earlier today. A live one. Is that better or worse? Does he know Jimothy? You guys should have seen it. I did it off stream because I was recording for that video about the minigame toys. You should have seen me trying to do the shortest distance for the Blingtron's Blingtron circuit design tutorial toy. I did do it eventually. I was losing my mind. It took me over an hour of genuinely focused, not multitasking, sitting there thinking, rubber smell spewing out my ears, trying desperately on the square ones. Really got me. The circular ones weren't too bad, but the square puzzles that had all the squares in them were just short-circuiting me. I can't believe that I actually did it. At first I was like, I don't actually need to beat this for the video. That part's not necessary. I don't need to show the completed achievement, but then I was like, you could. Devil on my shoulder. Oh man. Get another raccoon to outsmell the previous smell. Oh. Rugrats episode where the grandma dunked them in borscht. Never put Cheetos and corn chips under your hammock while camping. You will call the raccoons and possums to scrap under you while you slumber. And those are just the smaller ones. This guy really doesn't want to spawn, does he? He'll be here any second. I can smell him. Yeah, Rugrats has been a moment. The only Rugrat I remember is Angelica, which I think means she must have been the most iconic one. Have the itch to rewatch The Secret of Nim of all things. That's the one with like a mouse or a rat, right? I feel like there's a book. I feel like maybe I read the book in school or something. She was the most insufferable one. He's here. He's here. We can even lust. We can do everything. We can trinket. We can lust. We can combustion. Come on, Elder Oak Talon. One mount, please. Oh my gosh, I'm 15 minutes over. I waited so long for him. Drum roll. Nah, not today. That would have been epic. Oh hey, you just spawned a druid. That's crazy. Oh, that would have been cool. Maybe tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Live on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. You can choose your favorite and preferred particular platform to watch on. Whatever you like. Appreciate the company. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.